Good evening and welcome to Sawyer Field and Osage High School for tonight's district football matchup featuring the Waukon Indians and your own Osage Green Devils. Our cheerleaders are recognizing cancer awareness tonight with a pink out and honoring individuals and families impacted by cancer on the halftime breakaway sign displayed on the track. We would like to take a moment of silence to recognize all of the individuals and families in our community impacted by this terrible disease. Please take a moment of silence. Thank you. This is a reminder that sportsmanship is an important part of our interscholastic sports at Osage High School. Whether you are in the stands, on the field, or on the court, sportsmanship should be displayed. Osage High School, in conjunction with the Iowa High School State Athletic Association, encourages you to be a good sport. Both Osage High School and Waukon High School thank you for making this a positive environment for all spectators, players, and officials at tonight's contest. Any fan or patron that participates in behaviors that are not consistent with these expectations will be asked to leave the premises. Once again, we have a CUSB touchdown night. Thank you to CUSB for donating $100 for every touchdown scored by our Green Devils tonight. Thank you, CUSB. We would also like to extend a thank you for our partners from Synergy Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine for being the official provider of physical therapy and athletic training services for Osage schools. Synergy PT is locally owned and is founded on the principle of providing the highest quality service delivered by caring and competent professionals. Thank you for trusting our team with your therapy needs. Synergy Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. Ladies and gentlemen, we are excited to honor our seniors from our football program and our men's and women's cross-country programs tonight at Sawyer Field. We will start by introducing the College of Chiropractic and play rugby to become a chiropractor. Brayden Blair, accompanied by Josh and Haley Lenz. Brayden's favorite football memory includes beating Dyke Hartford his junior year. Brayden's plans after high school include going to school to be a lineman. Woo! Isaac Hodak, accompanied by Brandon and Emily Hodak. Isaac's favorite football memory is all of the bus rides home from away games. Isaac's plans after high school are undecided. Jacob Krebsbach, accompanied by Jason and Jenny Krebsbach and Amy and Penny Lau. Jacob's favorite football memory is attending the Upper Iowa camp his sophomore year. Jacob's plans after high school are undecided. Ledger Neal, accompanied by Mike Niels and Michelle Quinn. Ledger's favorite football memory is playing in a playoff game his freshman year. His plans after high school are undecided. Bo Taylor, accompanied by Josh and Leslie Taylor. His favorite football memory is scoring Coach Cotton in the pool at Team Bonding. His plans after high school are undecided. Madden Uhlenhoff, accompanied by Lance and Lindsay Uhlenhoff. Madden's football memory includes all of the bus rides home from away games. Madden's plans after high school are undecided. Michael Wagner, accompanied by Peter and Wendy Wagner. Michael's favorite football memory was attending the Upper Iowa camp last year. His plans after high school are to attend NIAC for agriculture. Tillman Whitey, accompanied by Jeremy and Jill Collins. Tillman's favorite football memory is playing his very first game this year as a part of our foreign exchange student program. He was also voted homecoming king. His plans are to finish high school in Germany this spring and attend college next year. Bo Rage, escorted by Brittany Kingston and Kyle Rage. Bo's favorite football memory is making it to round 2 in the playoffs his sophomore year. Bo's plans after high school are undecided. Let's have a round of applause for our senior football players. Now we will recognize our girls cross-country seniors. Annalise Arsenega, accompanied by Frank and Holly Arsenega. While at Osage, Annalise participated in cross-country, wrestling, softball, Educators Rising, FFA, Model UN, school board representatives, student council, band, jazz band, musicals, and choir. Her plans after high school include entering into the NROTC program for naval nurses, to go to college for a BSN, and enter the service as an officer. Emma Evans, accompanied by Kelly and Derek Evans. While at Osage, Emma was involved in softball, wrestling, cross-country, NHS, Educators Rising, and doing the TPRA para program at Lincoln Elementary. Her plans after high school involved continuing her softball career while going to college for elementary. At high school, Sophia plans to enlist in the Army.
This is when you need
Ashley Moose, accompanied by Nathan and Elisa Moose, and Joan and James Henderson. While at Osage, Ashley was involved in cross-country, band, choir, track, FFA, student council, DECA, and Educators Rising. After high school, Ashley plans to attend college, and her major is undecided. Round of applause for our girls cross-country seniors. Lastly, we will introduce our boys cross-country seniors. Hampton Arsenega, accompanied by Holly and Francisco Arsenega. While at Osage, Hampton participated in band, choir, and cross-country. After high school, Hampton plans to join the Navy or Marines and go through the electrical apprenticeship program at Hawkeye. Ben Meyer, accompanied by Thomas and Lori Meyer. While at Osage, Ben participated in cross-country, esports, track, band, and Model UN. After high school, he plans to join the Iowa Air National Guard and either attend NIAC or Iowa State University for physical therapy. Melvin Melvin, accompanied by Jared and Terry Melvin. While at Osage, Kelvin participated in track, cross-country, baseball, and football. Kelvin's plans after attend Iowa State University for agricultural education. Round of applause for our boys senior cross-country runners. And one last round of applause for all of our senior athletes here for our fall season. Thank you, guys. The Booster Club would like to extend a big thank you to Travis Barclay, of Barclay's Border Bait in Baudette, Minnesota, for having the high bid on our suite in the press box. Tonight, the Wagner family will watch the game in style up here in our press box. So thank you, Travis Barclay, Barclay's Border Bait in Baudette, Minnesota.
We sent him to we were able to put like it probably would have been our top top Iowa county, probably.
Osage Booster Club would like to thank the following Emerald level sponsors for their sponsorship this year: Champion-Hoff, Farmers Mutual Insurance Association, State Farm Insurance, Greg Eisenman, Mark's Tractor and Implement, Jensen Seed, Osage Co-op Elevator, A to Z Drive, and Scharper Services. Thank you to these Emerald level sponsors. Osage Booster Club would like to thank the following platinum level sponsors: Flooring America, Cedar Valley Orthodontics, Dr. Chris Holahan, and the Cedar Valley Seminary Foundation. Thank you, platinum level sponsors.
Raiders in black and white. West Virginia comes out those rating forms sometimes. Bring out your old blue belt. Of course, they've got their coal rush from those to Barclay.
Yeah.
The thing is, more food's coming out.
Osage Booster Club would like to thank the following gold level sponsors: CUSB, Current Insurance Agency, Home Trust and Savings Bank, Mauser
Well, the project itself is a fabulous idea. We need it greatly.
It's a big step for us to show that we're really behind the growth of our sport in our community and give our young kids the opportunity to have that place to practice year-round.
We have so many different variety of activities. This is what our kids deserve and our community deserves.
We have a lot of kids seeing a lot of success in a lot of different activities, and being able to continue to upgrade the facilities that they're using will help continue building the success of the programs we have. We're looking for donations. Any donation helps. We're just looking for a total of about 1.5 million will get us to where we need to be to start moving forward with the project and start seeing the improvements to the outdoor facilities.
The concession stand and bathrooms that are over at the football field, that's been something that we've looked at for several years and just haven't been able to take that leap with other projects stepping in front of that one.
One of the benefits of doing this project through capital campaign and through donations is that we are allowed to use local contractors. Keeps the money local, keeps building the local community and the economics with staying local and keeping some of our Osage alumni that are still in the area coming back and giving back to the schools.
The wrestling space is something I want to get accomplished before I walk out of here, and it's a much needed space. With the addition of girls wrestling and the growth, they're practicing very early in the morning with the boys practicing after school right now.
I think there is a great need for just a true wrestling room where the mats are down at all times, and to give space so the girls and the boys have an opportunity to have their own spaces, their spots, so they can come in the mornings or the afternoons or the evenings or whatever it be and go forward.
It would also be sweet to have the ability to wrestle year-round. We would be able to have the mats down in the new room year-round for like freestyle and Greco and the off-season.
We have district track meet, we have conference track meet, we're going to have little kids track meets. We need those facilities to be the best in North Iowa. And our community and the kids deserve it.
The first thing spectators will see when they come in will be the new ticket booth, which will be right next to the concession stand and bathroom area, as well as the handicap accessibility, not only for our home fans, but also visiting schools, getting them to continue coming to Osage when their teams play here.
If we get the $1.5 million soon enough, we are looking to break ground with the local contractors, and hopefully by this fall, it's up and going for the first football game.
You know, both projects are important, I think, and that was the deal. We didn't want to fundraise necessarily and battle each other, so with both those projects, we're trying to intermingle them and support both projects. I think they're both very important and both very needed in our school district. The goal is to be 100% built with fundraised money, and there's a couple reasons for that. One of the big ones is without using taxpayer dollars, we don't have to go through a lot of processes through the building process. We can stick with a lot of our local contractors to get it done and keep the work here at home.
If you're willing to donate, that helps out, makes the process go a little bit smoother. We've already got a few donations from previous alumni with the Osage Ed Foundation and some of those, but being able to see any donations come in from the community will help this project move along, and we'll be able to see these benefits throughout the community.
Well, good evening, sports fans, and thanks for joining us here on GSPN. My name is Nolan Peters. Alongside me, we got Josh Olson as we are inside the broadcast booth here at Sawyer Field in Osage, Iowa. The Osage Green Devils getting ready for round number 4 in district play as they take on the Waukon Indians. Big game tonight, district-wise. Both these teams have some aspirations to play a first-round home playoff game, and a win tonight could really go a long ways for that. Should be a great football game. Last year's meeting over in Waukon was a good one. It was 8-8 going to the fourth quarter, where Waukon would score 12 points in that fourth quarter, come away with a 20-8 victory over the Green Devils. Osage last week going on the road, getting some revenge over the Crestwood Cadets, a game last year that they lost by 6. They went on the road last week, won by 10. Now looking for some revenge against the Waukon Indians, but Josh, got to be tough to do because the Waukon Indians, led by longtime head coach Chad Bierman, we kind of talked about it before we started this broadcast. When you got a coach like that on the opposite sidelines, I know it's kind of a down year for Waukon, but when you got somebody with his experience, that really helps.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, look at his record. He's been a head coach for 28 plus years now, and he's won 2 state championships with Waukon here in the last 12 that he's been. Kind of a staple in Northeast Iowa as far as that goes, and so he knows how to coach football. He knows how to coach good football teams, and I expect a heck of a game tonight. Osage comes in with a 3-3 overall record. They are 2-1 in Class 2A District 3. The Waukon Indians are 2-4 overall, and come in with a district record of 1-2. The non-district schedule for Waukon, the exact same as Crestwood. They played very good Independence team, very good Decorah team. Played MFL Marmac. That's the Waukon won that game over MFL Marmac, but came away with a district loss or non-district losses to Independence and Decorah. And then they're in their district. They lost to North Fayette Valley in week 1. Picked up a win, or in round 2 in district play they lost to Crestwood, and then last week getting a big win over Olwine 68-8. So they're coming in with a lot of momentum, putting up a lot of points. Yeah, absolutely. And one of the guys to watch there for him, senior quarterback Jackson Brinkman. He's 6'2", senior, and we saw him last year in a role where it's kind of a 50-50 quarterback role for the first half last year over in Waukon, and then Coach Bierman changed it up, and he led them to a victory over the Green Devils that last year, playing exclusively. No more platooning at quarterback last year. So good-looking athlete. He's about a 50% passer. You know, probably want to see that number up a little bit. He's got 4 touchdowns and 10 interceptions on the year, so he will throw it to you at times. But he's going to do the most danger to you, Nolan, on the ground.
Yep, he really likes to run the football, and got to give a shout-out to another Indian head coach on that opposite sideline, Jed Heeman,
yes.
Osage alum. He is the offensive coordinator for the Waukon Indians, so we welcome Jed back to his home roots of Osage. And
yeah, I was telling you, Jed was just a sophomore when I was a senior, and he was the quarterback for at least the last half of our senior year after we had some injuries. So Jed has been a heck of an athlete over the years, and the pedigree, I think, is out there now. I think he's got a son that plays on the JJV team, and had an older son, I think, is graduated, not pretty sure graduated in college now, but was part of that walk-on, I think, a semifinal team here about 3-4 years ago. So, yeah, shout out to Jed. Probably the first time he's been back on this field in a long time.
Yeah, it has been before Osage and Waukon got paired in the same district here, last year and this year. It had been a while since Osage and Waukon had played each other on a football field. Just looking at Bound, I want to say it was back in 14, maybe was the last meeting, or somewhere in there.
Something like that, when district kind of keep. Waukon over the years has always been more of a 3A school, as far as they've always been just a size bigger than we have, and they're the 12th biggest school as far as 2A goes, with 282 kids in the high school. So that's one of those things we haven't matched up a lot with them over the years, because they've always been in the class higher than us.
Yeah, went all the way back prior to last year's game. 2012 and 13 was the last time Osage and Waukon had met on a football field. So one of those would have been here at Sawyer Field. They're likely in the same district back in 12 and 13.
Waukon's always been kind of known for their hard-nosed football and well-coached. You're not going to get any freebies against them, that's for sure.
Well, Josh, kind of flipping the script here, looking at the Osage Green Devils. Again, they come off that big win last week on the road over in Cresco, a 20-10 victory there, and we saw a kind of a breath of fresh air with that Osage offense. Number 4, Quinn Street, was fully cleared. He got that club off of his right hand that he played with the prior 2 weeks. played some quarterback and was able to sling it around. 13 of 21 passing, 192 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did have that 1 interception. He also had a touchdown on the ground. So saw a whole new life with that offense last week, and I'm sure we're going to see a little bit more well-oiled product tonight.
I think so. I think you're going to see a more maybe comfortable Quinn Street. I'm sure the adrenaline was just coursing through his veins at a high level, and he did a good job of kind of keeping that at least to a manageable level. I think tonight it'll be just another step forward for him as he gets more comfortable with that hand. We didn't see any ill effects as far as strength and throwing. I didn't see any ducks come out of his hand, but maybe about the only thing he might tell you he was a little rusty on, and maybe some reads at times. But I think Coach Kyle and him are going to have – I think they think the same on that. I think there's some playability here, and I expect some big plays out of him tonight, honestly.
And then the other side of the football, the Osage defense, we knew coming into this year that was going to be the strength of this team. That was going to be their identity, and for the most part, it's lived up to that. They've played some really good defense over the last, or I guess looking at district play, they shut down New Hampton. They lost that game against North Fayette Valley 35-0, but you look at the stats of that one. North Fayette Valley had a lot of short fields there. Came away with some points, so that's a very good Tiger Hawk squad. Not taking anything away from them, but Osage defensively didn't play terrible against North Fayette.
No.
And then last week over in Cresco, an offense with Coach Denner over there that was putting up a lot of yards, and Osage held them in check.
Yeah, it's Osage's defense isn't overly big. We've talked about that a lot this year, but they are incredibly fast sideline to sideline. We saw that last week with Cresco's. Once they plugged up the middle of what Cresco likes to do, they like to run between that tackle to get you going, and we stopped that, so we made them one-dimensional really to so to speak, and then we forced them into throwing the ball. They had 28 pass attempts last week. That was almost half of their pass attempts for the year in one game. So you know you've taken a team out of their comfort zone when they're doing that, and I fully expect us to kind of build that defense from the inside out again tonight.
One guy that's been having quite the senior year, Ledger Niels, that nose guard for the Osage Green Devils. They're looking at the stats. He's got 31 solo tackles, 35.5 total tackles, 5 sacks. And you look at that Waukon North Fayette Valley game this year, North Fayette Valley had, I think, 10 sacks in that game or something like that. There was a lot of tackle for losses. So maybe an opportunity here for Ledger to come out and have another big night on that D-line.
I fully agree. Number 75 out here has had a heck of a senior season. It's not been a loud one, but it has been effective, and I would dare say he's probably been our defensive MVP from that stance, because you can't do what we're doing with our linebackers without having somebody in the middle that's going to be a disruptor.
Well, the Green Devils work their way on the field. They're in the all blacks tonight. The white helmets, black jerseys, black pants. Waukon on the opposite sideline. They got the black helmets, white jerseys, black bottoms, as we will have the national anthem coming up, played by the Osage Marching Band. So we'll let you listen in for that. We'll have more of this breakdown coming up here on GSPN. Always an outstanding job there by the Osage Marching Band, led by Jeff Kirkpatrick.
Absolutely. Yep. One one of the things that keeps fans coming back to the stands is the full atmosphere here, and Osage has got one of the better ones here. Can't help but get ready for some football as the band plays. Crowd's up on its feet. You can always tell when the crowd's amped up as the clapping gets just ahead of the band. And and I've seen that at college football games when the band, people are excited to go. So,
a lot to be excited for. This is going to be a big, exciting football game.
This is a big weekend, Friday night in this district.
Yes,
Nolan.
yep, because that was going to be my next point. Not only is Osage Waukon very important in this district race, over in New Hampton, not too far, about 45 minutes away from us, you got New Hampton and Crestwood, a big battle there. New Hampton's trying to climb into that, a playoff spot there. Crestwood could technically, there's a scenario Crestwood could win out and still be a district champion. So there's a lot to play for over there. The other game in the district, Olwine, they have forfeited the rest of their season. I think they are playing North Fayette Valley tonight, kind of a
I don't know if it's a JV-ish.
Something like,
It's an odd rules they're trying to play, but from my understanding, Nolan, I don't think we're going to go over there tomorrow or next week.
It doesn't sound like it. I think Osage, talking with head coach Chris Kyle, there will be no game next week. You see your captains working their way out to the field. You got Quinn Street, number 4, Brock Trees, number 5, number 75, Ledger Niels, along with 50, Bo Taylor, and 53, that is Alex Machen, your 5 captains voted on by the team for the Osage Green Devils. I don't think they did. I think they're going to do the toss right now.
Yeah, I didn't
think
see
it was one of those
toss,
where they walked through it about 30 minutes before the game. I think they're doing, they just flipped the coin right now. So looks like Osage possibly has won the toss as the white hat quickly looked over at them. So we'll flip sides here. Yes, Osage has won the toss, and they will defer to the second half. The Waukon Indians will receive. Well, seeing the white hat there, I want to say a big thank you to our officials and our students here at Osage High School. Produced an awesome video, a high school sports officials appreciation. It is Officials Appreciation Week, so quick little video put together by Osage students this week.
From the opening whistle to the final buzzers, officials dedicate their time, knowledge, and effort to every game. They are not just enforcing the rules, they are shaping young athletes into better players and better people.
Being an official is no easy task. They spend hours training and show commitment and resilience. They show up because they believe in our student athletes.
Officials are critical. They make sure the game is fair for everyone, and they're teaching our kids valuable life lessons.
So a nice video there put together by the students here with GSPN, getting a lot more work in behind the scenes, so appreciate all their help. Well, we're ready for some football here as Dalton Burkhart has the ball teed up, or he's getting ready to tee it up. He has got 3 touchbacks this year on 8 kickoff attempts, so Dalton has kicked the ball very well. Back to return for the Indians, near side of the field, Judah Johnson, and far side of the field is Owen Grimstad. Johnson, a dangerous returner, 11 returns this year, averaging almost 25 yards per return. Burkhart, high end over end kick, and this has got to go to Johnson. He'll bobble it, though. It's on the ground.
Oh, it's still on the ground.
Osage says they have it. They do. Osage recovers a muffed kick.
Wow. And Nolan, this week you and I talked about Waukon's been in a lot of games. Turnovers have been really their Achilles heel on that. And that jumps up and bites them again because Osage basically steals a possession here at the 30-yard line.
They're at the 21.
Is that the 20? It is
yeah,
the
you're
21.
almost in the red zone, so 6 seconds off the clock, and the Green Devils come out here on offense.
I feel like
this is, man,
we got a
big opportunity here. Can Osage take advantage?
What do we got?
The walk-on turnover.
Ball.
Yep, you got to switch
yeah,
out
that's true. Yep.
Green Devils will be in the shotgun. 2 receivers left. A couple guys tight to the right for Street with Brock Trees in the backfield with them. Now they'll shift here. They did this last week. Reset the offense and go quads over to the left. Quarterback power, though, for Street. Nowhere to go as the Indians ready for that one.
Yep. So, looks to me, the Indians are not going to just sit back and wait for Street to come at them. They are going to push the issue tonight. Try to get them a little misdirection there. Good job, Osage, getting the guys in motion and then getting set. I was afraid watching some of that. Like, you got to get set for that full count.
Well, no gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. I think Osage, I mean, you look at that Crestwood game, Skoda, their quarterback ran for, over 200 yards on Waukon. So I think Osage wants to try that with Street, but you also have to set it up here. They're going to go right back to Street here on 2nd down, and he's going to gain, maybe a yard, so 3rd and long coming up here after the turnover.
Yeah, right now Waukon's perfectly fine, just going one-on-one on the outside. They know where number 4's at, and they do not want to let him get loose.
Well, you're 4-down territory, obviously. 3rd down and 9 as you are officially in the red zone. Ball right at the 20. So 2 plays here to get 9 yards. You don't have to have all of it. See if the Green Devils go through the air for the first time tonight. The Street gets that snap, rolling right. He's got some guys in the end zone. He's got Christensen there, but just led him a little too far. Yeah. And now it's 4th down.
That's a tough ask rolling to the short side of the field, Nolan. There's just not enough. The defense can really stack it up in there.
Yeah, it's got to be there right away.
Absolutely, absolutely. He did get behind him a little bit, but you'd rather have that extra 10 yards or 7 yards, I guess, with the hash mark to let that play develop a little bit.
So 4th and 9 for Osage at the Waukon 20. The Indians muff the kickoff return. The Green Devils got a free possession here, trying to capitalize off of it. Street rolls, he throws, it's completed. The catch, and it's going to be
a
in
first
there
down,
for
I
a
think.
first down. That is Madden Uhlenhop with the catch, and that's going to be enough to move the stick.
Yeah, nice little, I'm going to call it like a stick route, a little bit. Not really a curl, Nolan. It wasn't a curl, but he got his guy hips turned going downfield, stuck his foot in the ground, turned back at a sharp angle, and presented himself for a nice pitch and catch.
So this is going to be a first down and goal to go for Osage. Ball around the 8-yard line. The clock runs here. The Green Devils staying in the gun. Street fakes it. He will run. Cuts up field on his feet, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Quinn Street is 2nd rushing touchdown of the year, and the Green Devils quickly strike to go up 6-0 with just under 10 minutes to play in the first quarter.
Yep, Nolan, you and I were talking too here at pregame about how they wanted to defend us, and we saw it here at least 3 or 4 times. There was 6, if not 7 or 8 guys right on the line of scrimmage. So if you can get them holes opened up, there isn't much left in the backfield to stop Quinn.
Isaac Hodek will attempt the PAT. Kick on the way by Hodek, and he buries it. Green Devils go up 7-0. They capitalize off of the muffed return by the Indians.
Yeah, one of those starts, the first 3 downs, you just can't. I think you're just kind of seeing how that defense is going to play, and then you try to get something going. That was just a nice pitch and catch to Madden Uhlenhop. It kind of gets you rolling here, and from there, Quinn Street one-on-one. That's a tough ask for most defenses to bring down.
Yep. Turnovers, we knew would play a big factor in this game, and Waukon so far not off to a good start. A lot of football to go, though.
There is, but yeah, that's if you're Osage that on senior night, absolutely, that's how you want to start this off, and you put that little seed of doubt in the Indians' head, and you see if you can just keep cultivating that.
So Burkhart will kick off again with Johnson and Grimstad back to return.
Much better kick this time.
Good kick. Johnson, though, he'll camp underneath of it, makes his catch around the 17, and will be tackled around the 24.
Nice job by Gavin Moeller and Michael Wagner there to bring him down.
So this will bring out Jackson Brinkman, the quarterback for the Waukon Indians, and he is their bell cow. He's got 5 572 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, but where he does a lot of the damage on the feet. He's got 99 rushing attempts for 457 yards, leading the team, and also with 8 touchdowns.
Yep, definition of dual threat.
Yep. Osage saw a lot of him last year. He had a big game against the Green Devils over in Waukon. They're going to hand it off to here on first down. We have a flag on the play, breaking multiple tackles. This is Crawford. He is finally stopped.
I think there's a hold in the backfield.
Yep, it was thrown by the white hat. It's a pretty good indicator that it's on the Indians.
We'll just make sure here.
Tristan Crawford, the sophomore, was the ball carrier. Just as
indication is holding on the Indians.
So it's not been a good start here for Waukon. You had a hold, or you muffed the kick, and now a hold on your first snap.
Right.
So first down and 20. Clock will run again. So in the gun, Brinkman. Now he's going to be all by himself as he puts Crawford in motion. They'll throw it out to him. He makes a catch, breaks another tackle, and Osage quickly gets there to make the stop.
Initially, I thought, well, we don't have anybody running out there with him, but once again, I keep forgetting, and I keep telling the folks at home how quick we are from sideline to sideline. And once again, nice job by the cornerback come up there. Once they recognized it, to get through his man that's blocking him and get the – once you can get that momentum stop, you just let your cavalry come and clean it up.
Second down and long here for the Indians. Brinkman with Crawford in the backfield with them. He'll roll to his right. Throws, catch completed by the tight end. Osage there to make the stop. This will get you back to the original line of scrimmage as Carson Hager makes the catch.
Yep, gain of about 8 or 9 there, and that's perfectly fine at that down and distance. We saw a lot of that last week with Cresco rolling out left or right, and for a right-handed quarterback, that's a much easier throw at that point. But we've got a wholesale of
holy cow,
a whole line.
It's a hockey line change here for the Indians.
I don't know. Did you see that much on film of that going on?
Not a lot. Not that.
Like heavy line, big line, fast line, slow line. I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
So.
Hager making that catch. That was his team leading 13th reception. Looking to throw, and it's in and out of the hands. That is Braven Engrave.
That was there.
So Braden, he would have had a first down catch, but in and out of his hands. And now it's 4th and 11. And here comes the punting unit for Waukon. Brinkman does the punting.
Yep. Hodek had coverage on that. He had him, Hager had him, or Engrave, had him turned. And the ball was there. It just went right through his hands. That would have been a first down.
Osage with 2 different returners back here. You have Voigtlander and Christensen. Brinkman gets a punt off. High punt.
Just let her go.
Osage kind of calls for a fair catch. Actually, that wasn't even Christensen. That was Madden Uhlenhop back to return. No return, and the Indians down at the Green Devil 26-yard line. So 7-0 Osage. Their second offensive possession after a short field, a 21-yard drive last time.
Now I'm going to be interested to see how Waukon wants to choose to defend the Osage offense with a big field behind them.
Yes, yep, a lot of grass to cover.
Yeah, when you're at the 10-yard line, it's always easy to put 7, 8 guys up on the line of scrimmage. Not so much when you've got 70 yards behind you.
In the gun, now you got sophomore Gavin Mueller in the backfield. They will throw it, looking for Uhlenhop, and he's got the catch inside Waukon territory as he goes out of bounds. I think they'll spot him around the 44-yard line.
I thought he was going to kind of slow up, Nolan, maybe use some of his basketball jumping ability to grab that, but he kind of just stuck his hands down by his pockets down there. Just let the ball kind of fall right in.
You want to talk about a tightrope situation right there.
Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't much space between Uhlenhop and the defender and the sideline. So able to stay in bounds, make the catch. 1st and 10. Street keeping it on the ground. We have a flag on the play. Street, all kinds of running room. He's got about an 18-yard run, but I believe this one
will probably be coming back. Be pretty quick on that.
It is around the 45 and hold on the Green Devils. So that's their first penalty.
Yep.
It'll make it second down or first down and 21, as that was a yard behind the sticks where they'll spot those 10 yards.
Osage players sporting some of the pink T-shirts and socks tonight. And I believe we're raising funds for cancer awareness. And so Osage football players kind of supporting that cause by throwing some pink in with the unis tonight.
It's actually first and 20 as they spotted it at the 44. Here comes a late blitz by the Indians. Osage trying to run, and Waukon not fooled at all. Initial pressure there by Crawford to slow down Moeller, and then cleaned up by the Indians. So second down and very long.
Well, Waukon's done this 2 or 3 times now. They're bringing an outside linebacker from the weak side. So we're going to have to watch that. I think Quinn saw that. He decided to hand off, which is just fine, but he may decide to take that linebacker on one-on-one. And if he doesn't make that tackle, oh boy.
Second down, 26 for the Green Devils. As Street steps up, throws quickly, catch made. That is Severin Dodd. And Dodd will be stopped, not before he gains 7 on the play.
Yep. We'll see what coach wants to do here. If he's going to try to pick it all up in one, we'll kind of know by the route combos here.
Maybe try to get him to jump, get that free play.
Well, and that'll also slow down that pass rush. Because it looks to me that you get those guys tuned into that clap count. If you can get your offensive line and your guys on line of scrimmage to discipline themselves into not jumping also.
Street looking at third down and long. Good blocking here.
Room.
He'll
He's
roll, he'll throw.
He's got him.
Uhlenhop. He makes a catch inside the 20, and he's going to walk into the end zone for the touchdown. 53-yard pitch and score, and the Green Devils 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns.
2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, Nolan. And that was, I'm not going to call it a broken play because it was definitely going to be going downfield, but Madden got his guy turned around, and the safety was looking off the other direction. By the time Madden turned around, Streeter had already found him and just tossed that ball down to a yard mark.
So another PAT coming up here for Hodak. The Green Devils capitalize on a third down and 19. This almost blocked, but the kick will get through, and the Green Devils go up 14-0. Josh, you couldn't have asked for a better start here on senior night.
That's a start that you want every night if you can get it. But I had to chuckle. It did. Had a defensive lineman running down the field with his hands just like he was doing the what's going on. That's not good early on if you got teammates already, I'm not going to call it pointing fingers, but already raising heck. You know, everybody's got a job to do out there. And yeah, somebody might have got turned around on the backside, but you also had a chance maybe to get back there and disrupt the play.
Yeah.
So that can only lead to bad things down the road for you.
Well, Josh, if my memory serves right, you look at a year ago over in Waukon, Osage, they scored on their first offensive possession, got the 2-point conversion. They're up 8-0, and then were shut out the rest of the game. Now, I know, last year to this year, totally different for both teams, but
right,
it's got to feel very good this year. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and Waukon was a much different team last year. A lot of senior guys that played significant roles in big spots, especially along that front line. And they don't have that this year, so they're learning on the go. Dalton Burkhart lines up here. This time going to the other side.
Grimstad will make the catch on the run. He's got a little bit of momentum as he's across the 30, across the 35, and down around the 36.
Yeah. We're going to see Burkhart here. He might just be missing that a little bit. And we've seen that at times with Berkey. We've also seen him squib one right down the middle towards the end zone too. So,
well, you look at the flags. He's kicking into the wind. There's a
there's a little breeze there tonight.
So you get the wind to the back, and those balls might be carrying into the end zone. A little different, kicking into it. But here we go. So Brinkman and the Indians down
14-0. Their second offensive possession, and this will be quarterback power. No, late pass. Catch will be made by Stagen. And Stagen, I think, tackled in bounds. Yep, keeping the clock rolling. Kind of a
that was right at the line of scrimmage,
there.
Nolan.
That was some trickeration.
Well, I wondered that
quarterback power Brinkman,
because Osage did not adjust. They did not align when they brought the power to that side. So he could have run for the same amount of yardage, if not more, if he wanted to.
It's a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6 for Waukon. Ball at their own 40. Now they bring in, I think, Modi in the backfield with Brinkman. He's going to get the handoff. It's Isaiah, patient runner, and he falls forward after a solid pickup.
2. We'll call it 2 on the play. Brings up about 3rd and 4. Yeah, Osage right now just content there. You've already got them down now. It shouldn't be panic territory for the Indians as far as getting away from the game plan. But
I wouldn't think.
But we may see the ball going in the air quite a bit more than we're used to here.
3rd down and a long 3 coming up here for Waukon as Brinkman
He's trying
looking to throw, and he does, but it's incomplete. He had Hager open. Boy, that was a nice formation where it was like a power. You had basically 3 fullbacks and down in 3-point stance in front of Brinkman, and he rolled to his left and then threw late. He had Hager there, but just a little far out in front.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we've got the punt team in. Looks like their punter is Brinkman, so it could be a quick kick at this point.
You do see that with Waukon here.
And
remember, we saw that a lot with Clear Lake over the last time we were in their district. They're going to go for it, running it on the ground, and they got the first. That's 25. Owen Grimstad with the run, and he'll move the sticks.
Yep, and that's just kind of a tweener play. If Osage stops them there, that's another big one. But it resets the downs there for the Indians and resets their clock, so to speak.
Now they're in Green Devil territory for the first time tonight. Ball right at the Osage 49 with about 4 minutes to play in this opening quarter.
Right now, linebackers and cornerbacks are going to have to not get caught looking in the backfield here.
They'll bring Isaiah out in motion, so empty set here for Brinkman. Wanting to throw again. He'll throw it. Catch made. Tight rope on the sideline. He stays in bounds. He's got a first down. That's Hager. And Hager finally stopped at the Green Devil 30.
Nice job of keeping his balance in there and making something out of nothing. I thought they had that well covered, but nice job, pitch and catch there. Hager's a nice-looking athlete here, 6'2", 220. Matchup nightmare for some of our guys, especially our linebackers. Our linebackers are not exactly tall in stature.
He is their go-to target as well. Yards and receptions for Waukon. 1st and 10. Ball at the Green Devil 30. And Isaiah runs for about a 2-yard gain. The ball comes out late, but he was definitely on his back when that popped out.
Right.
Mowdy, the ball carrier.
So Mowdy gets about
a
yard.
Yeah. Was that Mowdy? Okay.
So 2nd down and 9. 2nd and 9.
Yep, 2nd and 9 there.
I'm struggling on the scoreboard tonight.
It's hard.
My scoreboard.
Yeah. Well, you rearranged your icons, I think.
Yeah.
The muscle memory's not
all sorts
there.
of thrown off. Got to get back into game shape here. 2nd and 9 for the Waukon Indians. Mowdy spreads out to the left, so Brinkman, quarterback power to the left, hesitates. And Green Devils finally wrap him up, and now it turns into a rugby scrum, and the Indians are winning it. And he's going to get the first down.
That's just tackling too high, Nolan. When you got him there, you got to get him around the knees and the waist. He's a big kid. You can't tackle him up by the shoulder pads.
I remember we talked about this last year. It reminds us, you're watching Brinkman.
Oh, look at what we've got here.
Oh,
I'd call timeout.
Swinging gate or something. Brinkman
got him wide open in the middle of the field.
He'll throw towards the end zone. It's incomplete. Going for Hager, but going back to
he had him early.
Going back to Brinkman reminded us a lot last year of
Klein that played for Kansas State.
Yes, Colin Klein.
Colin Klein.
Yep.
Yep.
As far as that goes, so
Patient runner when he does decide to run, and then all of a sudden he can beat you with his arm if you're not prepared in the secondary. So 2nd and 10. Indians will roll out. They'll throw, and it is intercepted by Quinn Street.
Oh, you do not want to go at number 4. That's a bad idea.
Second interception of the year for Street. Jumped the route.
He'd been waiting for that for the last, I'd saw 10 minutes or so when you see it there.
So Green Devils go +2 on the turnovers right now, getting an interception inside the red zone.
Well, we talked about that. Brinkman's got 4 touchdown passes on the year, but he's also now got 11 interceptions, and so he will throw it in some spots.
Green Devils will spread it out, 2 receivers at each side. They got Trees in the backfield with Street on this set of downs. And they'll go right to Trees. To his right, you're looking to bounce it outside. And the Indians, just like the Green Devils, they are tough.
Yeah.
If you run side to side, they got some speed on that defense.
I would have liked Brock just to bounce it up there before that last one, because Hodak's out there blocking, but that's a tough ask to have him keep blocking for 2-3 seconds before a holding call shows up. So sometimes you just got to put your foot in the ground and grab that extra 2 or 3 yards that are there.
So 2nd down and 8, we'll call it.
We'll call that the keep him honest handoff.
3.5 or a minute and a half to go in this opening quarter. 14-0 Green Devils if you're tuned in on your combine. As Street will throw, going for Uhlenhop. He makes a catch. We do have a flag on the play, making the catch at the 32 and then tackled around the 34, but we do have a flag back around the line of scrimmage. So could be coming back. Beautiful thrown ball, though.
Beautiful thrown ball,
yeah.
But generally you get that much time.
It's coming back. So Osage will be pinned half the distance here. Just place the ball around the 6. So 2nd and we'll call it, I think.
Because the one thing
14.
that the defensive line here for Waukon does have is they have good size, but they're not so overly big that they can't move. But you're talking 200 plus across the line, and they're fairly athletic. So asking your offensive line to block for 3-4 seconds, that's a tough ask. But you can see if he does get the time, that was technically thrown into double coverage.
Yep.
But it was thrown in a spot where only Uhlenhop's going to get it.
So 2nd down, 14. Ball at the 6. 2 backs in the backfield with Street. They're trying to get the Indians a jump, but they stay put. Play action, Street rolls, he throws. It's caught by Dodd. Dodd breaks a tackle. And then drug out of bounds around the 14-yard line. So a gain of 8 on the play.
Yeah. Brings up a manageable 3rd down here.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and a long 6.
And from what I'm seeing right now is Uhlenhop right now is he's drawing double coverage. Brinkman, the lone safety over the top. You and I talked about that. Is Grimstead, their other safety, at times he's going down in the box. He's actually more like a linebacker, but they're drawing double.
3rd and 6, Street rolling
He's
right.
got room if he wants to go.
Under some pressure. Now he'll just take off and run, and he uses that track speed. He's got the 1st down.
Yeah.
He runs a 400-meter dash last year at State Track, 49.98 seconds.
Nolan,
Quick.
for a high school kid, you get into that sub 55, you're really fast. You get into the sub 50, that's elite.
Yeah. Oops, I didn't stop the clock here. My apology. First down run. Sorry.
Could be the last play of the first quarter here, depending on result.
Delayed handoff to Trees, and he is cut down after a short gain of 2.
So I am watching the matchup here on the outside because it is actually enjoyable. You got Uhlenhop against the cornerbacks out here. This time he had Stegen on him. And Stegen, they are not playing like off man coverage. They are right up on there. So there may be a fade down the sideline again, because foot race off the block, the way Street's got it dialed in there.
About 2.5 seconds separate play clock to game clock, so the Green Devils do have to snap it. Snap kind of gets away from Street, scrambling, trying to make something out of this, and Quinn is going to gain some yards. He dives for a first down. It's going to depend on the spot. They're going to mark him shy about a yard. The time did expire on that run, so the first quarter is going to end with the Green Devils leading 14-0, and it's going to be 3rd down and 1 when we come back. We'll take a quick break, get you ready for quarter number 2. This is Green Devil football on GSPN.
During difficult times, Champion Funeral Home is here to offer guidance and comfort. Let us help you create a meaningful tribute to celebrate your loved one. Contact us at 641-732-3706 or stop in to sit down with our caring staff.
Farmers Mutual Insurance, your local Osage, Iowa insurance carrier, aims to attract individuals who want reliable and top-notch insurance solutions for them and their families. Our policies help protect what matters most. Contact your local Farmers Mutual Insurance agent today. We are a proud supporter of the Osage Green Devils Sports Network.
Unlock your farm's full potential with DeKalb and Asgrow from Jensen Seeds, a proud supporter of Osage High School. Our seed delivers higher yields through innovative crop protection and plant breeding. Choose Jensen Seeds and watch your farm thrive. Call Brad at 641-425-0494.
Nolan Peters and Josh Olson back with you here at Osage High School at Sawyer Field. I want to say a big shout out to Barclay's Border Bait. They donated $1,000 to the Osage Booster Club.
Awesome. Did they use the QR code?
I don't know if they use the QR code, but yeah, if you want to donate to the Osage Booster Club, you see that QR code up in the top right corner of your screen. We got the Osage. They are going to receive a forfeit next week to Owine, so they're officially locked into the playoffs. What spot they're going to finish in this district, we don't know yet, but we'll have more on that after this 3rd down and 1 play to open up the second quarter. The Green Devils are going to move the sticks here as they go right to Brock Trees. He gets across that 30-yard line.
And that's what I like to see, Nolan. There was 8 guys up on that line of scrimmage. That's just a man-up play right there. So, but breaking news, folks, if you were watching on there, I believe we just saw Osage High School's, with the middle school kids, elementary kids, the first rendition of the Juicy Wiggle out on the track here. Kind of an Iowa State thing, I believe. So we got that going for us.
Just stealing everything. Why not? 1st and 10, right back to Trees. And Trees falls forward up to the 34-yard line. But going back to what I was saying, we do got the playoffs coming up here in a couple of weeks. Osage will be off next week, the last week of the regular season, as Owine has forfeited the rest of their season. For playoff games, we do have to pay for video rights. So if you want
that's right.
Yeah, if you want to make any donation, feel free to scan that QR code and.
Oh, he's got him again. Oh, he had him again.
Help us pay for our video stream coverage. As Quinn Street scrambling here, now he'll take off and run. My goodness, he is fast. Driven out of bounds, hard hit by Crawford, but not before he gets up to the 45 and gets a first down. That's a run of 11.
Yeah, that's I guess the hand's feeling just fine on that. But I would say he had him on the double move. Uhlenhop broke free about the 45-yard line. I think Quinn saw it for a second, but he might have had a guy in his face. But I thought, oh boy, here we go. This is going to be a 60-plus yard touchdown.
Man, his just elite
wild.
Speed, man.
Just wild.
Just able to make something out of nothing, move the stick. So go on the ground here. Severin Dodd, his first carry. He's inside walk-on territory.
Going.
He's going to break free. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. 55 yards. No flag on the play. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns for the Green Devils.
Yeah, when you're worried about number 4 and what he's doing. Oh, by the way, there's a few other guys out on this field that can get that ball in the end zone too. Nice job of breaking through the middle. Shout out to the line there. Sawyer Brando, Hunter Brown, Alex Machin, Bo Taylor, and Ledger Niels tonight. Doing the dirty work.
3rd touchdown of the year for Dodd, his 2nd on the ground. Hodek to attempt the PAT. This kick, it is good. 21-0 Green Devils here at Sawyer Field.
Just it's amazing what having your full suite of tools does for your offense. And we talked to Coach Kyle, the first half of the season, and he was actually very calm about it. He knows there's nothing you can do when your starting quarterback goes out with a injury other than try to make the best of it. And we talked about that last week. I think Osage won the games they had the chances to and needed to, and that's all you can do is tread water while you get your captain back, kind of thing. And they done that. They did that really well, and now you're seeing that. This is exactly what you and I talked about that we want to see is another week with Quinn Street with live bullets.
Yeah.
And another week of practice. Pretty sharp.
Osage 21-0. 14 points off of Waukon turnovers. Again, Waukon's last possession, they got inside the red zone. Quinn Street jumped a route, made a diving interception. They marched down the field and get into the end zone. They converted a couple of third downs on that drive as well. So all kinds of momentum here for the Green Devils as the kickoff will be caught by Grimstad at the 15-yard line. Far return.
Nice.
He's tackled around the 24.
That's Brock Trees there. You got, who else is down there? Gavin Muller. You got freshman Camden Ross on kick coverage. You can always tell how the game's going by your kick-off coverage teams.
Yep, when they're flying around,
when they are flying,
yep.
No fear of anything going on, yeah, things are going well.
Well, can the Waukon Indians put that last drive behind them? They had a very good drive going before that turnover. So no need again to change that game plan. They'll go right on the ground. This is Crawford. Crawford, big burst there as he gets across the 30 up to the 31.
Yeah, and Coach Bierman may just take a chance here to settle his guys down. And instead of coming up with some of the gadget stuff, we saw that with the almost like a swinging gate formation. Just settle back into, maybe what they are, their bread and butter.
Second down 3 at the Indian 31-yard line. They'll shift over. Quarterback, Brinkman, he will run. Osage
he didn't get
stops him, though. He's short of the sticks. Gains a yard, maybe 2, but third down coming up.
Nice job by Braden Blair there coming from the inside linebacker. Just knifed through there to kind of get him. They just want to kind of wall you off and let Brinkman kind of just flow along that wall.
So third down and 1, under 10 minutes to go here before halftime. Indians, could be, the way this game's going right now, could be 4-down territory as you don't want to dig yourself into a deeper hole, but I'm sure they feel comfortable here. 3rd and 1, as much as they run on the ground this year, averaging 172 yards a game running, and a lot of that coming from Brinkman. He is going to get it.
Oh!
But Osage jumps a gap. Brinkman is going to be tackled in the backfield. Jay Krebsback comes out.
Just knifing between guard and tackle there, and caught Brinkman by surprise a little bit of how quick he was right at his feet.
That's a 4-yard loss, and now 4th and 4.
I would say.
I mean, they
look like they're going for it.
They still could go for this.
You're right. At 21-0, you're kind of, you're thoroughly in the danger zone. And now you're just like, do we get out of the danger zone or do we just fall deeper into it?
Brinkman standing back far. He'll get the snap and we'll punt. Yeah. Osage didn't have anybody back to return.
And I think they're fine with that. No need to even get near that ball.
And the going back to last week, the Indians down it at the Osage 30-yard line.
And that's an effective punt formation. If you don't, it really does basically get rid of any kind of punt return threat.
The Green Devils back on offense with a 21-0 lead here. 8:33 to play before halftime. Osage with 2 rushing touchdowns and 1 through the air. Most recent was a 55-yard run by Severin Dodd. Muller in the backfield. He's got the handoff. The sophomore spins off of a arm tackle and does get back to that line of scrimmage.
Yep, and Indians weren't waiting. They brought a double blitz from the outside. Both backers from the outside come crashing right in. So that was another feast or famine type of play here.
Gavin Mueller, sophomore, came into this game with 172 yards on the ground on 42 attempts. He and Brock Trees are the ones that split most of the carries, along with Severin Dodd mixed in there as well. Now 2 guys in the backfield with Street in that shotgun. Osage looking to run. Street to his left, hesitates, and then dives forward. He's going to gain a couple of yards, bring up 3rd down and a manageable here.
Yeah, and they're really, I think on some of those right now, they're kind of setting stuff up off of that. Because right now, all eyes are on 4. And by what I mean by that, Nolan, is they basically said cornerbacks and who's ever covering the slot receivers, you guys are one-on-one. You're going to have to hold up there because we got to send everybody we had eyeballs on number 4.
3rd down, a long 6 for Osage. Ball at their own 34-yard line.
Here they come.
Yep, here's a blitz by the Indian. Street under pressure, floats it across the middle. Catch is made by Dodd and quickly tackled.
Yeah,
He's about 3 yards shy of the 1st down.
Coach Kyle's probably going to see that.
Trying to go, well designed. You're trying to run a screen off of a blitz, but
that takes way too long.
Grimstad came flying in there and just timed that snap count perfectly. And Osage, they'll bring out the punt unit as Braden Blair to punt. Back to return. That is Judah Johnson for the Indians. Low snap.
Good punt.
Good punt here. Johnson able to make the catch.
Breakdown.
At the 24. He's got some running room here to the near sideline.
Let him get to the outside.
And he's got to get across the 40 before he is tackled.
Nice job by Mage.
They'll spot him at the Waukon 42 as they take over. So their defense holds.
Yep.
Osage first possession where they don't find the end zone tonight.
Yep. And I'm guessing Coach Kyle's just going to be thinking back here on offense what we want to do against that. Now that Waukon's kind of showing what they want to do. They want to be aggressive. They're going to be aggressive. Try to get us either into turnovers or negative plays.
Well, when you're down 21-0, every possession is big, but this one right here with 6 minutes to play before halftime, really important possession for the Indians as Brinkman fakes that throw out to the far flat, then runs, and we have a timeout. We have a walk-on player injured.
Maybe holding a shin.
That is their left tackle, Dejon Mitchell.
Taylor also in on the tackle.
Brinkman, though, he gained 6 on that run. So
it was kind of a goofy setup. We have been running about 4 or 5 down. We decided to go with 3 down there, and they took advantage of that pretty quickly.
We'll take a injury timeout here with Mitchell. You're tuned into Osage football here on GSPN.
Looking to tackle your next big project? At Mark's Tractors and Implements, we have the best selection of top quality equipment and expert service to get the job done right. From tractors and implements, we've got you covered. Visit us at 3787 Red Ball Road, Osage, Iowa. Mark's Tractors and Implements. Go Big Green.
At Mitchell County Regional Health Center, your well-being is our top priority. We're here for you and your family. Trust us with your health because you deserve the best. Mitchell County Regional Health Center, your trusted healthcare partner for life. Learn more at mcrhc.com. We are a proud sponsor of the Green Devil Sports Network.
Osage Co-op Elevator is more than just grain storage. From agronomy to animal feed, propane to expert grain marketing, we've got your farm covered. Visit online at osagecoop.com for all your agricultural needs. Proud supporter of your greenhouse.
So good to see Dejon Mitchell up on his feet, walking towards the sideline.
Yeah, always good to see a guy come off under his own power there. It looked like maybe an ankle or something to that effect.
So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 4.
Keeper.
Quarterback running to the right side. He's got some room, and he is tackled inside the Green Devil 40 at the 38.
Yeah, so our defensive. We got
a timeout here.
another one down. Other Indian down.
I don't know. Can't get a. I didn't see who that was. But Brinkman, yeah, making the Green Devils pay there. He gets downfield. He's a hard runner.
Right, and what's happened in the last two plays is we have no outside integrity as far as containment. Everything's either they're biting on the fake or they're getting blocked down and not really, fighting up against it. So they're just getting washed out, which opens up the field for that. So I'm sure right now our defensive coordinator is telling us, hey, maintain your gaps. You cannot get pushed down on that because they haven't been really trying to run between the tackles, Nolan. This has all been off-tackle kind of design stuff. So, all right, players up here.
So that was Judah Johnson.
Okay.
That was slow to get up. He's back. So 1st and 10, Waukon inside Green Devil territory for the second time. So go on the ground. And Isaiah gets across the 35.
Yep, gain of about 4 or so, looks like.
Isaiah Mowdy, a sophomore, only came into the game with 5 rushing attempts. It's at least his third.
Right now, the Osage isn't playing as much juice as they had been, Nolan. It kind of, got to keep the excitement up, keep that tempo going, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, I know you're up 21 to nothing right now, but
dictate the terms here.
Yeah, Waukon finds an end zone here before half and makes this possibly a 2-score game or something like that going into the break. That changes everything. Here's a inside trap here. They'll go to Grimstad. Grimstad's got a first down run inside the 25 where he's finally stopped.
Well, they're pulling the same. They aren't running a lot of the same plays like we've seen like last week. Last week was, it looked like 5 plays running here. A little bit of something back and forth here. That was the first time we've seen kind of a fake to the guy in motion and then kind of a counter back.
So 1st and 10 inside the Osage 25. Indians offense looking good here on this set of downs. Quarterback keeper, Brinkman up the middle. Tackled, but not before he's inside the 20.
Yep. And now Osage's defense is going to have to we got to have a change of philosophy here. Right? We got our 4 down linemen. You're going to have to maintain the stoutness here. Now, Osage is going to get help by not having to defend as much field.
It's a 7-yard run, just power right behind that right guard, Jared Snicker.
Yep.
Snicker, a well-known name over in the Waukon area. 3 Snickers as assistant coaches. Brinkman again. He's their bell cow, and he's got the first down. He's right at the 10-yard line, so this is going to be a 1st and goal for Waukon.
Right now, Osage is content to play this defense. I'm looking for maybe, at this point now, you have really nothing left to lose. I would go ahead and enjoy watching one of our linebackers, who are very good at it, find a gap. Just pick a gap and blitz through it. See if you can disrupt it.
So 3.5 to go before the break. Bring a guy in motion, that's Stegan, and we have a flag on the play. I think it's on Waukon.
Yeah,
false start here. So
it
keeps it 1st and goal. This is going to push it back to the 15.
Yep. All right. I'm looking for 75 here to make a play. Ledger Niels is due to make a presence here. He's got a big guy in front of him. He's got Connor Stillwell, goes 6'2", 290. I think his wrestling background can help him here.
Late substitution there for the Indians. They get it in time. As Grimstad came in. Now they'll spread out Modi. They'll throw it to him here to the near side. Makes a catch. And he's going to get those 5 yards back and maybe 1 extra
Second down and goal. Inside the 10. I think they're right at the 9.
Yep.
Under 3 minutes to go here before halftime. Waukon looking to take some momentum late.
Yeah, right here, if you can hold them out of the end zone, Nolan,
it's huge.
That's huge.
Yep,
that's a big deal.
Osage does, they'll get the ball to receive, or they'll get the ball to start that third quarter. On the ground again. And Isaiah is going to be driven out of bounds around the 6, possibly the 5. Hard to tell where he stepped out, but third down and goal.
Nice job by Severn Dowd there. Just kind of limit that to a gain of about 3.
So third down and goal, ball at the 5. Waukon hasn't attempted a field goal or a PAT all year, so it's definitely 2-down territory.
Yeah, I doubt it's coming here either, but
yeah,
I don't expect the ball to leave Brinkman's hand here.
I wouldn't think so.
Shoot a gap, boys.
It's got Mowdy. They'll run with Grimstad. Grimstad cuts up, and he lunges in for the touchdown. Big touchdown answer for Waukon. Comes with 2:13 to play before the half.
Yep, and that's where, and there was a change of philosophy from the Waukon staff here. I think they said, well, boys, if we're going to get back into it, we better get back into it on the ground. And they just did that. So the next thing we'll see is if Osage on the defensive side has got a counter to that.
They're going to go for 2. Again, they haven't attempted a PAT all year, so they're looking to get 8 on this trip.
Well, stuff the gaps.
2 guys in front of Brinkman. To his right, Brinkman runs right, and he is stuffed.
He is stuffed.
2-point conversion. No good.
The kid from the back pylon. Yep, that's in. No, it's not.
So 2:13 to go before halftime. Osage does have all 3 timeouts. We'll see how aggressive Coach Kyle wants to be.
Well, 2 minutes is certainly not off the board for a Quinn Street offense to score.
But a big answer there for Waukon, making a 2-possession game at the moment. Osage, their last time with the football, they did have to punt. So you're trying to get a score update over in Cresco, or over in New Hampton versus the Crestwood Cadets.
I think that was going to be in my opinion, could have been a fairly competitive game.
If you do have a update on that one, feel free to let us know in the live chat.
Yeah, any of the area scores, if you're
Rude's
tuning
not
in,
helping me out.
Yeah, must be a barn burner then.
You locked into the game.
Yeah. Well, Nolan, do you dare try something sneaky here?
Well, in the JV or the curtain riser, whatever you want to call it, the JJV game before the varsity tonight, Waukon does kick it short towards the sideline. This is going to be a deep kick, though. It's going to bounce and be picked up. This is Madden Uhlenhop. Uhlenhop across the 30, 35, 40. Across midfield, foot race. Madden Uhlenhop. All kinds of running room and is gone.
Nice cut back against the grain, and then he just had to beat 2 guys. I don't see any laundry on the field.
I think he picked that up around the 18, so an 82, I'm going to call it unofficially, an 82-yard kickoff return. Madden Uhlenhop's second touchdown of the game, but this is the first special team score of the year for the Green Devils. Well, that's a way to get some momentum back on your side.
Absolutely. That's one way to just wrestle it right back.
So PAT coming up for Hodek. 13 seconds off the clock, and you're
Madden says, hey, hold on a second. Number 4 is not the only one that can run either.
Kick on the way for
Hodek. So. Yeah.
He's got it. 28-6. Green Devils.
Well, it gives the ball back to Waukon.
Well, that took all of 13 seconds, Nolan. Well, chance for the defense. Now, if you're, what would that scoring drive take for Waukon? Was that about a 6-7 minute drive? It took some time. And so I think the philosophy here is get the kick covered and then tackle guys in bounds.
And the fight song been rocking tonight.
Right. I don't know what number 11's doing out here. I think may want to get checked for a concussion. There he is. He found his way. He found his way back to the other side.
Oh, yeah.
He's so engaged with the game that.
I thought you were talking about our 11 Oaklander. Like, what?
No, the Indians number 11. He was making camp at about the 30, 35-yard line. I thought that's offsides.
He gets back in position, lines up at the 35 of Waukon. Burkhart, he's got it teed up. Nice kick. It's got an angle towards Grimstad. He'll catch it at the 11.
That's a block in the back.
He's looking for a far return across the 20. And Grimstad tackled it around the 23. With 1:53 to play before halftime, both teams have all 3 timeouts.
Nice tackle on the play. Now you just play your base defense.
So they'll spot it at the Waukon 23.
If you're the cornerbacks, you keep your guys in front of you. You always got your safety number 4 back there, Quinn Street, kind of help you with erasing plays.
Grimstad in the gun. He'll roll right, or to his left, excuse me. Throws across the middle, and it's incomplete.
Good play.
Incomplete, intended, I think it was number 7.
Number 2, maybe?
Or number 2.
I think it was number 2.
That was Engrave.
Engrave, yeah.
Coverage there from Bryson Voklander.
Yeah. I don't know if that was illegal, but that was good coverage. I was waiting for him to do the seatbelt.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure that would draw some laundry.
I'm not a fan of that.
I'm not either. But
I love when the defensive backs
I've seen it all out here
in college and NFL do the old seat belt, whatever, and it was a pass. It was well over.
Yeah, it wasn't a good pass.
Wasn't anything to do with the coverage on the players on the ground. That is Grimstad. Grimstad.
The old I got you locked down
6 or no, maybe 5. I'm just old school. I guess I just like guys going out there and playing.
I'm with you.
We don't need a showboat. Don't need to do the old incomplete motion.
One of my favorite defenders, Fred Warner. That guy just plays football. Never gets too. He's not wolfing in your face. The guy just goes and is going to make sure you know he's there.
Just play the game. Third down, and actually we'll call it 6 here for Waukon. As Brinkman under some pressure, he does throw, and it is incomplete.
I guess you could say there's a guy over there.
Good pressure there from Ledger Niels.
There he is.
Forcing that incompletion.
Yep, Ledger Niels, Bo Taylor.
Waukon here, you got to punt, right?
I believe you do. You've only taken about 30-some seconds off the clock. I think if you're Quinn Street, you just go back maybe at the 50-yard line, maybe 45. Yep. And just wait for it.
Kind of lining up in formation, but again, Brinkman, the quarterback, he does the punting, so he might line up as
he may be watching what your safety's doing too.
Yeah, they're going for it. Big gamble here for Waukon.
He doesn't get it.
And Osage is going to stop him.
That
is a decision right there. Osage is going to take over 1st and 10 inside
is that
the
a
35.
You think that's a coach's call, or is the QB going, I think it's there?
First down, Green Devil.
I mean, yes, it's 28-6, and yes, you got to get some score. But
Osage has a chance here.
With a minute on the 30-yard line,
you're going to start at your opponent 33, and you get maybe see an onside kick. Who knows to start the second half? But you're supposed to get the second half, the ball to start the second half. You definitely have a chance here for two.
You're
2
literally
for 1.
stealing a possession here.
Man, if Osage finds the end zone here, that's
this
huge.
Feels like a dagger coming right here.
1st and 10, empty set, all out blitz for the Indians, and they're going to get the sack.
Oh.
Osage will call a timeout. But that's a big loss as there's your engage 8 for Waukon. So
I was waiting for a flag because I thought Baker was going to get something for standing over and staring at Street.
It's about a loss of, 15?
That's a bold move when you're down by,
or no, just lost
22.
10. Call it 20. Second down and 20 coming up. Osage does call the first timeout of the half. Ooh. At the clock. I'm looking at the time for the.
I don't know where is that evolved in an offense, but those are the perfect times when you walk up the line, you see those guys getting ready to come after you. If you can just call you
got to run like
some kind of hot route, right?
Like a wide receiver, like jailbreak screen in the middle.
Correct. Correct.
Yep. You run right towards the center.
Because right now, and to Waukon's credit, you're in gamble mode. You gambled the last time, right? And now you went, okay, defense, we gambled, we didn't win. Now you're going to have to help us out here.
You're looking at second down and 20, 59 seconds to play before halftime. Osage up 28-6.
Doesn't look like they're coming this time. It looks like they're playing.
Trips right. Here comes a late blitz by one of those linebackers. A throw, catch made, and out of bounds. That is Griffin Uhlenhop.
Yep.
Griffin gets those 10 yards back. I think they might actually only give him 9, so third down and 11.
Nice job of working the sideline here. Yeah. I think we're more like second and 22 at that point.
Third and 12. I mean,
right now, if you can, I think
2 plays to
I
go
think
for
he's.
it.
You're right. These might be just tosses into the end zone at this point.
Osage will go trips out to that left.
See which backer's coming. Oh, they're playing coverage.
Roll to the left for Street. He does throw high, and it's going to be intercepted, and a chance to return here for Waukon. We do have a flag on the play. 2 flags come in. Looked like the interception. Was that Stagen? Or no, was number 2 actually intercepts that football as Engrave.
I think Quinn will be hard on himself there. That was just an ill-advised throw. You got a guy in your face. You throw off 1 foot, going to your left. We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
So flag on the play. I think Waukon's going to be coming back. They're going to keep possession of the football.
Yeah.
It was after the interception, but
blocking
either
the back.
block in the back, maybe that blindside block. Yep, blindside block on.
That'll be a 15er.
Yeah, that'll put you half the distance. The flags are around the 27.
That'll punch you down to the 12, right?
Somewhere in there. We'll see where they spot it.
Are they half a distance kind of a?
That's what I would think.
Or do they mark off all?
Or actually, no, they're standing around the 23-yard line. So.
Oh yeah.
That's going to put you
at
all
11-ish,
back.
11 and a half.
Well, Waukon,
so
the gamble on that last possession doesn't.
It paid. I wouldn't say it paid off, but it didn't hurt you.
Yep.
Now we're going to see if they're going to run it and go to halftime, or if they're going to
try it again.
Yeah.
Brinkman, quarterback, keeper, tries to cut back to his right. Nothing there.
Yep. And that's the smart play. Osage still had 2 timeouts remaining.
Yeah, if you're taking this to the half, no need to
give Osage a free timeout.
And Osage ain't going to call a timeout either. Waukon doesn't have to snap the ball if they don't want to.
I feel like after this half, they
might just
they shouldn't
take a shot deep. They're lining up like they're going for it. Yeah, they're going to take a chance. They'll throw, and they're going to give him the catch,
I guess,
with 8 seconds.
Brings up 3rd and 1, maybe.
Let's see where they'll spot this ball. 3rd down, 1.
We're going to go 3rd and 1.
So 8 seconds on the clock.
I really don't think you want to throw the ball up in the air right now. So the question being just kneeling, you don't want to really risk an injury.
They're going for it. 3rd and 1, likely the last play. Brinkman, he will run. Yeah. Does go out of bounds with 0.7 on the clock. So it'll be a first down.
Did the clock keepers from Howard County show up here?
I knew you were going to go there.
What?
I knew you were going to go there.
I think I know who's on the clock, too.
Nice run, though, by Brinkman, and then he gets out of bounds. So now you just heave one up there. Why not? Last play of the half. No. Brinkman under pressure. He just has to throw it away. That's going to be intentional grounding, but Osage will just take it to the half.
Good half of football for the Green Devils, Nolan.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I was questioning what the physicality was going to match up was going to look like, and Osage definitely has been up to that from that standpoint. The yardage may be closer than we think it is, just due to some short fields. But that kickoff return was just a backbreaker.
Yeah, the Indians at that point had grabbed all of the momentum. And then Madden Uhlenhop, unofficially, our count, we'll call it 82 yards to the house for the kickoff return. So I think we got some guests to join us here in the broadcast booth. Got a headset here. I think we got some junior high kids.
It looks like it. One of these I recognize golfing with at the football outing. He probably plays football drives, but he's shaking his head yes.
Who's first?
Putting a couple on? Yeah. Are you interviewing them or who's interviewing? Okay.
All right, so we got a couple of guests joining us here. All right, guys, we'll start with you over on my far left. So who we got here in the booth with us?
Brody Trees and AJ Wiper.
So you guys, some junior high football players, right? So
yeah.
Brody, we'll start with you. Tell us the positions that you play here in football.
So we kind of rotated through running back and fullback, but my main position was fullback and middle linebacker.
And then AJ, how about you?
So I played quarterback, and then at the beginning of the season I played a little running back, and then defense I played safety mostly.
Right on. So tell us a little bit about your football season. I saw some of your highlights on Facebook and stuff like that. You guys have had quite the year this fall.
We started off with a win, 20-0. Then we won against Forest City, and then we lost to St. Ansgar, 12-6. And then our last games we won by a lot.
Yeah. You got anything to add to that, Brody?
Well, kind of after that loss, I think we really came back for that Cresco game because we won 44-6. I think that really helped our mental game, I guess.
So tell us, who are you guys' football coaches?
Mr. Gost and Mr. Moose.
So who do you enjoy more, or is it pretty even?
It's pretty even, but Mr. Moose does like to get in on some of the drills.
So I believe, didn't Moose and Goss, they kind of switched positions that they coach, right? Wasn't it over the years Goss would run the defense, Moose would run offense, and didn't that flip-flop this year?
Yeah. The last game, Mr. Moose was calling offensive plays, and then Mr. Goss was running the defense.
Okay, so they flipped that way. So how would you grade them? Did they do a pretty good job then?
Yeah, I think they can transition pretty well.
Yeah. So what are some things that you guys really like about football? You know, what keeps you guys going out?
I like scoring touchdowns.
Yeah.
And making tackles. I like getting the big hits and, getting the touchdowns, I guess.
There you go. And then I think, we got a couple extra. Who all we got here we got some other guests?
We got 7th and 8th grade volleyball.
Okay.
And I think 8th grade football.
Well, Brody and AJ, I appreciate you guys for coming in here and talking with me, and great job this fall. I believe you guys, your season's still going, or did it wrap up this week?
We just turned in all of our equipment today.
Okay.
After school.
Well, best of luck to you guys, throughout the rest of your careers. Looking forward to seeing you guys here on the Friday nights at the high school level. I know there's a lot of talent in that junior high room, so keep working hard, all right, guys?
Yep.
All right, we'll get a couple of more guests here to join us here at halftime as Osage leading Waukon 28-6. Last football player, okay. Let's see, make sure I get the right headset unmuted. All right, so we got our last football player here. We only had a couple of headsets. We couldn't get all three of you on. So tell us your name here.
Michael.
Michael? Michael, what's your last name?
Sloan.
Michael Sloan. So you're playing football this year?
Yep.
So what positions did you play?
I played tackle on defense and tackle again on offense.
So you were right there in the trenches of everything. So
Yeah.
how fun is that, just being a part of all the action, every play? There's, helmets
really
cracking
fun.
and everything like that.
Mr. Braun and Mr. Muller.
Mr. Brown and Mr. Muller. They've
Yeah.
been doing that for a number of years.
So tell us about your season, Michael.
Our season, we had gone 5-0 with one tie against, I believe it was Forest City. It was 8-8, and we had to stop mid-game due to rain.
Yeah, that was that weather game earlier in the year with that nasty weather
Yes.
coming in. So
Yes.
I feel like you guys probably would have won that in the second half, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So an undefeated season, one tie here for you guys. Talk about your coaches. What do you really like about the coaches that you guys have?
Mr. Braun and Mr. Muller, they put a lot of fun into it. They made things a lot more fun because after games on Fridays, we would do a whole bunch of fun activities to help work on punting, throwing, catching, and they just made it super fun.
Yep.
That's the whole thing at that grade level is be fun so your numbers stay strong when you get to high school.
Absolutely.
Right? So, yeah.
How many, do you know the number of 8th graders that you guys had on the football team roughly?
I think it was 21.
That's a good number.
That's a good number.
Yep.
That's a good number. When you can get in them 20s and keep those guys going at the lower levels, you're going to lose some for attrition, injuries. Sometimes you just don't like it, but if you can keep those numbers strong, that means you got good numbers to draw from in high school.
Michael, you like football a lot, so we'll see you out here on the
Friday
varsity.
nights.
Yep.
Yep.
Here soon. So
Perfect.
Well, congratulations on a undefeated season this year. Keep working hard, and we'll see you in the JV maybe next year, and then as the years go on, you'll be on that varsity field not too long. So keep up that hard work, Michael, and thanks for joining us.
Hey.
Eighth grade volleyball. All right. So, ladies, introduce yourselves. Whoever wants to go first.
I'm Allie Asherbrenner.
And I'm Claire Machin.
So, 8th grade volleyball. Is your season still going, or did it finish up this week too?
Just finished yesterday.
Okay. So, tell us about your 8th grade season. How'd it go this year?
So this year we won 6 games and we lost 2.
Yeah, we lost the games against New Hampton and Charles City, but they were pretty close.
Yeah, some bigger schools that got you. So, who are some of the? Is it a lot of the conference teams that we see in the top of Iowa Conference, or do you get to go travel around and maybe play some weekend tournaments or anything?
We don't play any weekend tournaments. It's mostly just during the week.
Okay. So what do you enjoy the most about volleyball? What keeps you going?
I like my team. I feel like we're all pretty supportive of each other, and I feel like it's just a good atmosphere.
Yeah, and I really liked the coach this year, Erin Bremer. She was really supportive, and she was really disciplined. So we definitely got stuff done when she was coaching.
And I forgot to ask your positions. What positions do you ladies
I
play?
play right side and outside hitter.
I play middle.
Middle. Of course, you're an Asherbrenner. I remember Claudia in the middle all the time, stuff and everything. So, but looking at I know you ladies have grown up over the years looking up to the high school volleyball teams, and Osage has had some really good high school volleyball teams. So what kind of excites you as you work your way into that freshman role next year and maybe a chance to play on that varsity side?
I'm just excited for playing with the older girls and getting to know them and stuff.
You couldn't hear it? Is it too loud?
Yeah.
What excites you as you get ready for the step to the next level up to high school? Step up there. You think you'll be playing, right? You think so?
Yes.
I kind of threw you a hard question there. What are some other things about this volleyball season that you ladies really enjoyed?
I liked winning.
Oh, now I can't even think of the word. It's contagious. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, losing was really hard. It definitely brought the team down a little bit, but we got back up.
Well, ladies, congratulations on an awesome year. Looking forward to seeing you come to the high school level next year. And I know the future is very bright for Osage volleyball. There's some very good teams in the middle school, and looking forward to seeing you at the high school over the next few years.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll bring in our next. I think we got the 7th grade volleyball. Is that right? Or of course, Josh is making me do all the work, but we'll get through it. So, ladies, we got 7th grade volleyball, correct?
Yes.
All right. So, introduce yourselves. We'll start with you. Tell us who you are.
I'm Hadley Hoffler.
I'm Molly Street.
Molly, how have you move your microphone up to your face a little bit?
What?
I just had you move your microphone up to your face so we can hear you a little bit. So, 7th grade volleyball. So, how'd 7th grade volleyball go this year?
This year we actually went undefeated.
Awesome. So, who's your coach?
Patricia Mullenback.
Your girls really liked her, right?
Yeah.
What are
She pushed us to be our best.
Yeah.
She pushed us really hard, and that was really good.
I've heard that she has quite the volleyball background.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
she's someone really good to contribute to the younger generations and get ready for high school. But so you went undefeated in volleyball. Did you have any close matches, or did you ladies just really take it to everybody?
We had a few close matches. This year we lost 2 sets only, but then we won the whole game. We won all of our games in the end.
So what are some things that were fun outside of winning all those games? What was it about this group that you really enjoyed?
Definitely the participation and the hard work. Everyone, even if they they always put in hard work, no matter if they got to play or not. They always put all their effort in.
Anything to add to that?
Nope.
No. So what excites you over the the years? I know you've watched Osage volleyball with the high schoolers, and they had that state championship run not too long ago, and I'm sure your girls watched that. I mean, did that kind of really excite you and want you to get better at volleyball? Because we've seen over the years. It's not just the upperclassmen that contribute a lot to the varsity level. It's a lot of the underclassmen, too.
Yeah, definitely. It gives an opportunity to push yourself a lot.
And oh no.
Anything else you want to say?
No.
We just want to thank our coach for pushing us to be our best, and yeah.
Well, ladies, congratulations, undefeated season in 7th grade volleyball. Awesome job, and looking forward to seeing you get better and get to that high school level here soon.
Thank you.
All right. We got some other guests coming in. All righty, get the headsets on. So, who we got here? Cross country?
Yeah.
All right. So, ladies, introduce yourselves.
I'm Abby Byer, and I'm in 8th grade. I'm Brooklyn Wilson, and I'm in 7th grade.
So, middle school football and volleyball got done, and so does cross country. Did that wrap up this week too, or are you still going?
We still got one more week.
Okay. So how's cross country been here at the middle school? How's the season going for you girls?
We've been doing good. We've been first almost every meet except for 2.
Awesome. So are the numbers? You got quite a few runners out on your team?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, running's hard. Cross country is a very tough sport. It takes some of the toughest to do it. So what do you enjoy about, we'll ask each of you, what do you enjoy about cross country? What makes you go out?
I enjoy the teams. There's no drama to it. I'm not gonna say the rest, but.
Well, yeah, there can't be drama because you just control the running. It's all on you.
Yeah.
So what do you enjoy about cross country?
I like cross country because everyone participates and there's no drama.
That's good. So what else? Who's your coaches this year?
Our middle school coach is Adam Brinkman, and then our high school girls coach is Katie Mostek, and our boys high school coach is Thomas
Meyer.
Yeah.
Yep. So I believe cross country, do you work out with the high school team, like your practices, or is it, okay, so you do everything together and your meets are usually around the same time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how fun is that working out with some of the high schoolers? Have they helped you and encourage you and find things to get better at?
Yeah, they definitely pushed us to be at our best.
That's what I was going to say. It pushes us to try to be faster than them.
So what would you say to encourage kids in the grade school who maybe they've never ran cross country or they don't know what they want to do as they get to middle school, what advice would you give them to go out for cross country?
I would say that cross country is a great beginner sport because it pushes you to your best, and it's a warm-up sport for other sports that you want to do.
I'd say it's not hard to learn, and that with training you'll be good if you train off and during the season.
Okay. And then do you girls what other sports do you do or other activities that you've done throughout the year or that you plan to do throughout the year?
I do volleyball and cross country in the same season this year, but next year I won't. But this year I'm doing cross country because I want to get in shape for wrestling, and I do track.
Okay.
I'm doing cross country right now, and during winter I'm either going to do wrestling or basketball, and then in the spring I want to do tennis.
Okay.
But over the summer I also do softball.
Okay, awesome. Well, ladies, you got one more meet left. You said it's next week, right?
Yeah, we have 3, but one more school meet left.
Oh, okay.
We have conference and state still.
Gotcha. That's right. Yeah, they do the middle school states. I forgot about that. So where you got so tell us where your next meet's at. You got conference and then your state and then.
On Monday we have our meet in Forest City, and then Thursday we have our conference in Newman, and then Saturday we have it in Ankeny.
Okay.
For state.
And then both you ladies are participating in that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, good luck. Do great. Run hard. And when it starts to hurt, just keep running. That's all you can do, right? So, well, ladies, thanks for joining us here at halftime. Keep up the great work, and best of luck to you next week in your 3 meets.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So we've had a lot of middle schoolers join us here at halftime. Josh, we got any more? Is that? That's it. All right. Ladies, thanks for joining us. Yeah. That was fun. I knew, let's see, I think you'll want that one. Yep. Get Josh the right headset here. Get that back on. Well, I knew Scott Hoppel was hooking us up with some interviews. I thought he was bringing in 1 or 2. That was awesome. I was not ready for just a wave of students. So
I went out there. I started counting. I'm like, we might need 2 half times.
Oh man, we should have got the. I'm gonna throw Ethan under the bus here. We needed that GoPro so we could have to see the faces.
Ethan.
Yeah, you can't really. We were able to move the camera at Cresco last week because we were sitting right beside it. Yeah. But we have a wall separating us and our camera that you see on the video stream. So unfortunately, sorry you couldn't see the faces, but that was a lot of fun. So man, the football teams did a fantastic job. The volleyball teams did awesome, and those girls running some cross country have had quite the season as well.
The Osage Middle School activities programs have always been top notch. The coaches that dedicate the time to that, a lot of them been there for decades, and you can see that in the results. They know they've got their proven formulas. They know how to talk to those kids. They know how to coach those kids up. And more importantly, know how to keep it fun.
Yep.
And, the older I get, I know you're in the same boat. If a person's not having fun or good time with it, life's too short to keep doing that. So when it comes to football and volleyball and cross country and then the winter sports and the spring and the summer, coaches have a big time say in how those numbers react as they go through the years there.
There's all kinds of opportunities. That's what we've heard.
Speaking of opportunities.
Oh, you got something for us.
The QR code.
Yes. Yeah, we need to plug that some more.
We need to plug that in, folks. This venture started out great, and if you feel like donating to the Osage Booster Club that keeps program like this, now I sound like an IPTV infomercial here, but you can hit that QR code, and $5 helps, $10 helps. The state, now that we're locked into a state game here in a couple weeks, we have to pay the state for broadcasting rights, and those aren't cheap either to bring that kind of stuff to you. So every little dollar helps. So if you think it's not too much, you think it's too little to even make a difference, that's not the case. It all adds up.
Yeah, and it all goes right back. It goes to the Booster Club, and that money eventually ends up right back to the students.
Yep.
And
it's not just for broadcast. That Booster Club goes to all activities throughout the year. It's not just football. It's not just the fall sports. It's not just the broadcast itself. It gets divvied out, and the Booster Club does a great job of bringing the coaches in. What are you guys' needs for this year? Here's the budget we kind of have for you, and get some buy-in from all the programs into it, and you can see the results out here throughout the years. It does make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
It does make a difference. So as the Green Devils take the field here, getting stretched out, got about a minute and a half to go here. And
yeah, I know I plugged them earlier, but big thank you to Barclay's Border Bait. I believe out of Mitchell, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Barclays,
or Barclays, excuse me.
Yep, Barclays Border Bait. They're up, literally up at the border in Minnesota. A lot of North Iowans head up that way to go fishing, and one of the last stops is up there with Travis and his family up there. Travis is Osage Mitchell native, so to speak.
Yep.
And
they donated a lot of money to the Booster Club suite here in the press box, so they got that, but a very generous donation. They decided to open that up, and quickly. I saw it on Facebook. He said, let's do $1,000.
Absolutely. So, that's awesome.
And it goes right back to the Booster Club. It'll end up back to the students.
Yep.
Probably help us pay for some postseason video rights fees, because we got football coming up. The volleyball team got their postseason assignment. Big shout out to the volleyball team. They're going to end up in a 3-way tie for a conference title. So Osage Volleyball, since the TIC has been founded, that dated back fall of 2015. Osage Volleyball has had at least a share of the conference title every single year. They've won multiple outright, but they had a shared title in 15, and now they're going to have a shared title here in 24. So
that's awesome.
10 straight years of conference championships.
Yep, it's a literal legacy that they've built here with it, and once again from the bottom up, your middle school coaches and your outside programs just have all gone into that. So as we take the field for the second half,
we're ready to go. Looks like Brinkman has the ball teed up. He'll kick off. Short kick. Osage will let it bounce at the 20. It's picked up by Quinn Street. Street to the 30, 35, 40, and then tackled at the 46-yard line. 26-yard return for Quinn Street. The Green Devils 1st and 10, leading 28-6 as we start this third quarter.
That's a pick your poison, Nolan. Do you kick it to the guy who just returned one, 80-some yards in the first half, or you kick it to the guy that took two back a few years ago?
And a great return to 26 yards, but it's going to hurt the average tonight for the Green Devils. You had an 82-yard return, and unfortunately you only got 26 on that one. But 1st and 10, Osage ball close to midfield. I formation for the first time we've seen tonight. As here's a dive to Trees. Trees has got a first down. He hit that wall and then bursted through and gets 11 on the run.
Brock Trees is not going to scare you jumping off the paper with his measurables, but that guy runs with a lean.
He does.
Folks, if you're watching him when he gets the ball, watch how he leans into that run. It's not like he's falling forward over his shoes, but he's running behind his pads.
Reminds me of Braden Onken.
It does.
Yep.
Those fast knees, those fast feet. It takes more than one guy to bring him down.
We'll go right back to that I formation again. This is Dodd. Dodd, he hits that wall, then finds a second gear and gets close to a first down. I think he's got 9 on the run.
I call this moving walk-on defender's eyes. One, now you got your QB under center in an I formation, and now they got to figure out if we're going to do a fullback dive or a halfback, power, rather than watching number 4 kind of break to the outside.
So all first half, everything was out of the gun. Osage going right back to the I for the third straight play. As Street goes under center Alex Machen, and we have a flag on the play. Maybe Osage might have just got caught leaning forward there. I think it's on them. Yep, false start. So second down and 6 after the penalty.
Street gets down so far under center, it's hard to find him behind those guys. And one of those things you can do out of under center is you can fake that handoff and then bootleg around. And I like forced chances more often than not when he can get to the outside with one guy in front of him.
Second down and 6 after the false start penalty. I think just the second penalty of the game.
I believe so.
For the Green Devils. Going right back to the eye. They're going to play action looking for Uhlenhop. Well covered, though, by the Indians. Osage will dump it out. That's caught by Hodek. And Hodek is going to be driven out of bounds on that
got
far
a yard
sideline.
or two somewhere in there. Just
kind of a check down to Hodek.
To the Indians' credit, they did not bite on that fake. They definitely had the only guy we had in route out.
Uhlenhop was triple covered.
Right.
Yeah,
and I'm not sure. We might have had somebody else, maybe Dodd, trying to be out there. But he got kind of caught up in the wash, so to speak. And then Hodek did a good job of just kind of staying home as an outlet.
Third down and 5, Osage. Ball at the Waukon 38-yard line. 10:03 to play in this third quarter. Back to the shotgun. 2 receivers at each side. Trees to that left hip pocket of Street. Roll to his left. He throws right away. Catch made by Uhlenhop. Makes the defender miss.
Twice
Makes a miss
the
again, and then takes
miss.
out of bounds. Taken out of bounds at the 21.
Oh,
but a flag on the play.
Oh, and he was rolling away from that.
Yeah, flag on the play, and the area is likely
Ledger's
a hold.
got his hands out going, I don't know what to do.
It's going to wipe out a 17-yard play. No, they're going to wave it off. Never mind. It must have been a possible illegal man downfield. That's the only thing.
That's the only thing I could think of.
If they wave that off. So I wasn't watching the line of scrimmage.
I didn't see anything egregious. Like sometimes you could just see a guy goes out and he's running, and the next thing he's pulled to the ground. There wasn't anything like that going on.
I was watching Uhlenhop making guys miss.
He made the same guy miss twice. Tristan Crawford, poor guy.
That's
hustle. You get deked once, and then again.
They stopped the clock here. The official wound the clock and then realized, yep, we went out of bounds, so he stopped it. 1st and 10, back to the eye. Handoff Trees.
Oh, yeah.
Cut down after a 9-yard gain.
I love me some I formation, and then you just let the linemen like it too. Running behind big number 75 and Bo Taylor out there just washing guys down, and you've got 6 yards before Trees has really got to worry about contact.
We saw this against New Hampton all second half, and Coach Kyle was talking about the boys loved it. They were calling it bully ball.
That's exactly what it is, right? If you can impose your will on them and just run downhill.
So 2nd down and 1 in the red zone, the Green Devils. I formation again, option, Street, juking and jiving.
Too much.
And trying to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Eventually you got to go upfield.
Yep.
Eventually. I mean, we had a lot of highlight.
They're going to give him the first down. That was close.
Okay.
They're signaling first. Street, he only needed one.
He got
never mind. They're going to take a look at it. I thought the official pointed first.
That's what I thought, but apparently they just.
Now they're going to take a look. When in doubt, measure it out, and they're going to.
Okay.
So I'm going to say 3rd and inches.
That was the most exciting 2.5 feet run I've seen in a while.
Well, they're trying to go option right. Waukon stuffed it. And for a while, I thought Street was going to run all the way back here to the near side.
That's a play you can run when your offensive line is big and heavy and just takes up space. The Osage offensive line is not that on that part of it.
So they're taking a look. And it's going to be inches. Inches here will be the call. So they'll get the chains back. Put those back in position. They'll wind that clock again once everything's ready to go. But 3rd down and inches for the Green Devils. Back to the eye. Quarterback sneak. First time we've seen this all year. And Street, he's got it. Driven backwards late, but he's got the 1st down. He's inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Good call. I like that. That is a great call to come out, switch formation, and just go forward. We're what? 1st and goal right at the 10.
Yeah. Still waiting for him to start the clock here. There we go. So up by 22. Trying to tack on some more.
Already done a good job of getting some time off the clock.
Had to line up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Broke huddle with 8 seconds. Street drops a snap. He'll roll to the left.
He's got
pumps. He'll throw middle of the field. It's caught by Hodak for the touchdown.
He had 2 guys if he wanted the far one.
Isaac Hodak with the touchdown reception. That is number 2 on the year for Hodak. And the Green Devils march right down the field and get back in the end zone.
Nolan, you don't think he dropped that ball on the ground on purpose, did he?
Well, no.
I mean, I'm not ruling anything out at this point. I think that was just. Maybe didn't even drop it. Maybe just kind of fumbled it a little bit, but.
Who knows with those Street boys?
Yeah, tricksters.
PAT on the way for Hodak. Good.
So the first time tonight that they could have blocked one, they didn't, because that took a while to get that ball down to the tee.
So with 8:13 to play, yeah, it's a CUSB Bank touchdown night. Every touchdown tonight is $100 donated by CUSB Bank to Osage High School. So that puts you up to $500 tonight.
Nolan, you were teasing me with a trivia question tonight.
Oh yeah, we'll see if he's tuned in. This is so random, has nothing to do with the game. Do you know who Taj Brooks is?
Taj Brooks, running back for the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
I was told by one of my brothers yesterday that only Texas Tech fans know who Taj Brooks is.
Oh, God.
So he's a Nebraska fan.
Don't get me started on Nebraska fans.
I don't know if he's tuned in or not.
My guess is
people in Iowa are probably wondering
why. Brother?
Yep.
Does he have a shrine or at least a picture of Tom Osborne on his wall somewhere?
Probably.
Weird.
He's probably not even tuned in. We'll see if my phone blows up or not. Osage will kick off with a 35-6 lead. Waukon near return.
Good coverage.
That is Johnson, and Johnson gets rocked late.
He was in bounds.
He was. That was a hard hit.
Yeah, it looked like a wrestling move. You know, he did bring him back to the mat under control. I don't think we were going to get a slam call or a foul on that. So, of course I know who Taj Brooks is. I'm a Big 12 guy. Now, those on the other side of the state probably have no clue. If you're into
that's what I said. I'm like
the black and old gold, they probably have no idea, but I certainly do.
I knew everybody in the Big 12 knows who he is. Here's a handoff. This is Grimstad.
Nice job, Severin.
Severin Dodd takes him back. No gain on the play.
They've tried running that play quite a bit, and it's been fairly successful, but
actually it's a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, nice job by our outside linebackers of just making sure that, we've got Severin Dodd listed as safety. I don't think he's played safety position.
They use him as another
kind of
linebacker.
All-purpose, yeah. Technically like a 4-4 we're running at times.
Second down and 11. Keeper for Grimstad. Brinkman.
Nice job.
And Brinkman gets 3. Bring up 3rd down and 8.
I love watching us go down with 5 guys on the line of scrimmage to defend this. Right now, go ahead. I'm good with our cornerbacks at safety kind of patrolling the back, kind of keeping the passing, under control a little bit, and then you let those big guys up front and your linebackers take care of that running game.
3rd down and 8. Could be 4-down territory with Waukon. They went for it.
We got confusion on the sidelines.
Yep. Who needs to line up on the ball? They got 4 seconds on the play clock. Brinkman rolls, throws, and it's incomplete. Trying to go
Good
to
coverage.
Hager.
Good coverage on the play by, Severn Dodd back there. Braden Blair. Jake Kurzbach might have been in there too. Well, brings up 4th down.
4th and 8. I think
you're fine with sending Street back.
Well,
and,
they might go
and letting
for
your guys just run with it. So
this is about the same area where they went for it in the first half. It was 4th and 6, but around your own 30, so nothing to lose here, but they will snap it and punt it. Osage doesn't have anybody back. Trees just lets it go. That is a great punt by Brinkman.
Yeah.
They're going to down it at the 15.
You know what? Quinn Street probably is maybe just welcoming, going, I need the yards I can get. You know, the question would be, is he eligible coming back this late in the season for district awards?
Well, yeah, he's played every district game.
That is true.
Yep.
That is true.
Yep, his first 2 district games he played with that club on his hand and mainly played defense. So
you're right. He would be one of my picks for all district safety at this point.
No, he has 2 picks. Yeah. He'll go under center. Osage back in the eye. Handoff. This is Moeller. Gavin Moeller, the sophomore, chugs forward. He's got yardage up to the 25, and that's a 1st down. Gavin moves the sticks, a 10-yard run.
That was the definition of bully ball. Alex Machen got his guy going on roller skates back there, and he wanted a flag in the worst way. He was the same guy, not happy about the first big pass play.
Go back in the eye. They go right back to Moeller. Moeller has got 5 up to the 30. Yeah, I got to give him 6 to the 31.
Yeah. This is just. Yeah, this will be fun for the guys right here.
Second down and 4 at your own 31-yard line.
One more touchdown on the board gets us to a running clock situation.
But they can punch it in. Bootleg. Tree or Street. He breaks a tackle. He throws it to Uhlenhop, makes a catch, makes a defender miss. He's got some room and some blockers. The 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Madden Uhlenhop.
He's calling for a flag again. Oh, young man, just play.
That's going to go for 69 yards. And the Green Devils go up by 35.
Poor guy.
Hat trick for Uhlenhop tonight.
That was definition of a broken play, but that's the play that number 4 gets you. Quinn Street just alone out there. The defender did a great job of stopping him, had him there, but he keeps his eyes down the field. That's a big deal.
PAT coming up for Hodek. Snap, hold, kick on the way is good. It's another $100 donated by CUSB Bank to Osage High School. 42 to 6, and that means, after the kickoff, we will have continuous clock.
This is the response I want to see after halftime, Nolan. That we're not good with 28 to 6. We want to get it going.
Well, from the opening kickoff, this thing has been Osage's way. Waukon fumbled that opening kickoff. They muffed it. Green Devils recovered. About 4 plays later, got into the end zone. and just have not looked back. They scored touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. They scored a touchdown every possession except 2 tonight.
Yeah. Sorry, a little distracted. My brother's grabbing tickets for the Iowa State game on the 2nd, and he's bragging about how one of his dealers is going to get him on-field passes for the pregame.
Here in about 3 weeks, you could have a pretty big game in Ames.
That's the one I'm kind of eyeing there.
I don't know how much stock I still put in Texas Tech, but could possibly be 2 undefeated Big 12 teams in
Momentum's
that game.
a funny thing, isn't it?
Yep.
And what the Red Raiders have done, especially after, early in the season, it wasn't pretty.
Well, they got hammered by Washington State, but
the Abilene Christian score was funky. But, you don't have to apologize for wins. You don't have to apologize for your schedule. And I think Tech's got a fairly favorable schedule going down
They'll be
there.
favored against Baylor and TCU. Will they take care of business? We'll see. And if they do, it could be Iowa State and Tech playing for
a shot to get to the championship.
Yeah, and winner of that is not locked into the Big 12 title game, but
certainly a favor.
You're feeling pretty good. 1st and 10, Waukon going through the air and almost intercepted again. They're going to give him the catch, though.
Really?
That is number 7. Nice play there by Judah Johnson. He is got the first down. That'll move the sticks for Waukon.
Now, we're going to see if Waukon just wants to get out of here.
Well, if they can get in the end zone, the running clock stops. Once you get it below 35, it will stop. So any score for Waukon can help you out, but
he's trying it.
Brinkman rolling right.
There's just nothing there.
Breaks a couple, tackles still going, finally stopped at the 41.
What's the flag for?
And that does stop the clock. Penalties.
Are we going to get a late hit? I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything egregious.
Well, the hat comes off too.
Does that mean there's multiple flags?
Yeah, the official threw his flag and then saw another penalty.
Offsetting.
Well, 4 of the 5 officials are together talking this one out.
Okay, if you're going to back the Green Devils off of the powwow, you got to back the Indians out of there too. And we're creeping right up.
So there's
in there.
at least a penalty on Osage, it looks like. But
and
maybe
he's pointing
one,
backwards.
So maybe we'll see. I think we might have a penalty during the play on Osage, but dead ball might be on Waukon. We'll see. White Hat will work his way over and talk to the judge, the sideline judge, on the Waukon side, so he can explain it to Coach Bierman, I would assume.
We got our lineman here. That was a good job by.
So I think they're going to mark a penalty on Osage,
McKinley Roseful
during the play.
Yep.
And then bring it back for a dead ball penalty.
So they're gonna give them the first down.
A face mask. That's what I thought the penalty on Osage would be. It would be a 15-yard face mask. Dead ball. You're going to have unsportsmanlike conduct. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Waukon. So all of that said, you're going to have first down where the play ended, right? Because you got the 15-yard. Oh, it was only a 5-yard face mask. Okay, my bad. So I thought it was maybe
when
15.
it's not your night, it's not your night.
That ain't my night on the mic either. So it's still going to be first down.
Yeah.
5-yard penalty on the face mask, and then a 15-yard penalty. So it's just a loss of 10 yards, but still the first down for Waukon. After all that, we'll resume football here soon.
Okay. Too bad the clock wasn't running this whole time.
Now it does. 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. Brinkman play action. He'll dump it off, going the screen. Got Mowdy. Nice screen play. Walk on. They'll go out of bounds, but he's got the first down. Clock continues to run.
At Waukon, they run a nice screen. Watching some film on them over the week, and they have those well-timed screens. Remember, New Hampton would always hit you with one of those back with McShane.
Right, just when you're lulled to sleep. And screens are all about down and distance and then game situation. I feel like over the years, it's not so much anymore, but the Green Bay Packers used to have a screen game that you knew it was coming, you just didn't know when, and that was the problem.
Didn't know when it's coming, and when they do, you can't stop it. Ball close to midfield. Brinkman, he will pump fake. Now he'll just take off and run. He's inside Green Devil territory. He's got 9 yards on the run.
Osage is perfect.
He's shy of the first. Yeah,
he's shy by about a yard. About 2. I guess they're going to call it about 2nd and 2. Yep. I hate to jinx it, Nolan, but we talked about Osage's defense giving up points, right? How many touchdowns in their wins? Right now, it's holding still.
So the Green Devils are 3-0 when holding their opponents to 1 touchdown or less. 0-3 when their opponents score 2 or more. Brinkman under pressure. He throws. He's got Hager open. Hager taken out of bounds at the Osage 40. Tackle made there by Jake Krebsback.
Yep, good pressure on him, but Brinkman's played enough QB over the years that he was comfortable with that, and I'd toss it out to Hager too. He is a heck of a safety valve for you.
I would assume there's already college scouts looking at Hager just because you look at that frame. That's a second-level player or next-level player.
Right.
Yep. Whether it's maybe an upper Iowa.
Yep, that would be a natural spot.
1st and 10, handoff Mowdy, up the gut. He's got 4, second effort, maybe another
Trying to
extra
rip at the ball. I like that.
A 4-yard run, 2nd down and 6.
Sometimes when the offense wants to get into one of those rugby scrums and push you down there, that gives the defense even more shot to get a hand in there and rip and claw.
So likely the last play of the quarter. There's half a second difference between play clock, game clock. They will throw it far side. It's in and out of the hands, but the clock continues to run, and that will take us to the 4th.
Yep. There it is.
So 42-6, Osage going to the 4th quarter. Take a quick break. This is Osage football on GSPN.
When it comes to electricity, tree, and snow removal, trust Scharper Services. Our experts, Terry and Corey, light up your homes and clear your space. They are fast, reliable, and always professional, brightening your day and clearing your way. Call 641-732-3630. We are proud to support the Osage Green Devils. Protect what matters most with State Farm. Our unique plans offer peace of mind and a reliable coverage for you and your loved ones. Stop in and visit Craig Eisenman at 1429 Main Street in Osage to get a quote today and experience the difference of personalized Green Devil service.
Ready to take your career to the next level? Join the team where the action never stops. As a proud sponsor of Osage Athletics, A-to-Z Drying is currently hiring. Contact HR at 641-732-8505. A-to-Z Drying is an equal opportunity employer. Go Green Devils.
During difficult times, Champion Funeral Home is here to offer guidance and comfort. Let us help you create a meaningful tribute to celebrate your loved one. Contact us at 641-732-3706 or stop in to sit down with our caring staff.
Nolan Peters and Josh Olson back with you inside the broadcast booth here at Sawyer Field in Osage, Iowa. 42-6, Green Devils. As we start the 4th quarter of play, it'll be 3rd down and 4 for Waukon. Did they not get the sticks right? Or no, I guess it's 3rd down and 6. I'm sorry. There's a catch completed. That's Hager.
Yep. Well, if they watched film on us last week, that tight end drag across there at about the 15-yard mark was wide open most of the night, probably by design for us. We just didn't want to keep anything, going deep on us. And I don't know how many receptions it is for Hager tonight. Probably 4 or 5 right now. Quietly having a good night from that standpoint.
Inside the 25 are the Indians of Waukon. Brinkman throws, catch, made, hard hit. Stegan makes a catch, hard
Paid
hit
for
delivered
it.
by Street.
Paid for it.
Street's feeling that one too.
Yeah.
Shaking out that right shoulder.
Yeah.
Got to keep that thing.
I don't like that.
We got an off week next week.
Oh, we do, but I still don't like him.
It's a slant, though, of over 10 yards, so another first down. Seems like every play here for Waukon this drive has been enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, it's time to tighten up probably here as we get near the end zone.
Quarterback read option. He's got slip and falls. Braden Blair right there to make the stop.
That was a good read. He read the handoff, and then Braden is quick enough to get up the field, just even to stop momentum, get him to slow down. So he has to try to change direction. And we kicked off tonight about 65 degrees. I'm sure it's right around 60. I think the humidity's right around there too. So we might start getting a little moisture on the field.
Trying to find a score update over in New Hampton. It was a 7-point lead for New Hampton.
Tried to go to Hagar here.
Getting behind on my job here.
You're all right. Tried to just kind of run a post, maybe just a skinny post from the tight end spot, and just well covered on both in front of him and behind him. That was going to be a tough ask to complete that.
So 3rd down and 13.
All right, we're pulling Street off the field. I kind of like that. I'm all right with that.
Indians will go quarterback draw with Brinkman. He is hit from behind by Moeller, shy of the first down. It'll bring up 4th down. He gains about 10 on the scramble. Or actually, a gain of 9. We'll call it 4th and 4.
All right.
We approach 9 minutes to go in this game.
What do you say, Nolan? You just send the house at him. They're bringing in what I would call a heavy package.
Going with Grimstad and Crawford.
Let's see if they leak Hager out to the left here.
H-backs to the left. Behind the guard, they'll hand it off, and Osage is ready for it. Hand off to Grimstad. He is stopped.
Once again, Ledger Neal's in there, right? Just jumping that gap.
So
Mr. Machin in there also.
Clock continues to run. Osage will take over 1st and 10. Now you just try to take as much time off. And
now you just try to stay healthy.
Yes. Green Devils do have the week off next week. They will receive a forfeit to Olwine. It'll go in the record book as a 1-0 victory. Green Devils will get plus 17 for the district tiebreakers. They're on their way to plus 17 tonight. So likely, very likely going to finish in a top 2 spot and get home game in the playoffs. Nothing will be official, but you've positioned yourself very well.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. You're looking very good for a home playoff game, and you've done the things you needed to. Let's put it that way. Certainly.
I had a halftime score over in over in New Hampton. Crestwood led 21-14 over New Hampton at halftime. I'm trying to get a second half update. Handoff. This is Severin Dodd. He's dragging defenders shy of a first down. Bring up 3rd and short. So I think regardless of what happens over in New Hampton, Waukon and New Hampton next week are going to play a winner to
That's an elimination game.
Yep, winner to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Win and you're in, and you lose that one, you'd be playing a Week 9 game if you choose to.
That'd be a good one. I wonder if there'll be video on that one.
Trying to think. That is in Waukon. So, yeah, Waukon does have a video stream, I believe. So, might have to check that out. 3rd down and 1. Osage trying to get a first down. No. And Trees had it, and then the ball popped out late, and Waukon's going to recover.
Yep. Ball security. He was trying to fight for an extra bunch of yards, and that's just knowing situations. He had the first down by plenty of yards. It'll be addressed, but I'm never going to fault a kid for
Yeah.
Premium effort.
So that'll be turnover number 2 for Osage. I'm trying to think here. That balances out the turnovers, right? We've had a fumble.
He had a
and then
fumble,
the muff,
interception.
and then the interception. I think each team with 2 tonight.
Yep.
So clock continuing to run with Osage up by 36. 1st and 10, Waukon. They'll hand it off. This is Engrave here in the near side, trying to get to the edge. Actually, no, that was a 7. Judah Johnson. Johnson shoved out of bounds at the 20. A gain of 4 on the play. Now, what are you going to do with your week off?
That's a good question. Probably enjoy some time with the family. Maybe put the walk-on game up out at the big screen at the Limestone.
Yeah. That'd be a good game to tune into.
Absolutely.
2nd down, play
action.
Nice job.
They'll
They'll throw to the end zone. He's there. Can he catch it in bounds?
Nope.
And it's incomplete. Knocked away at the last second.
That was
Hodak, I believe. Yep, Isaac Hodak.
Hodak got caught looking in the backfield, but I'm not so sure Severn Dodd helped that by getting up in the face and made him double clutch that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it ruined the timing because even if that was Dylan Stegan, the intended receiver, even if he's able to put his hands on that ball, I don't know if he was going to be able to get his feet in bounds.
Right. It just means that ball had to travel a little further towards the back corner.
But a nice thrown ball there by Brinkman.
The best part is, even on an incompletion, the clock keeps running.
Keeps going. Approaching 4 minutes to go in this game. Brinkman up the middle. He's going to be, he lunges forward late. I think the white hat's already saying he's got it.
Yeah.
Actually, he takes his.
We got
we have an injured player, so that does stop.
Is that an injured Indian?
Hopefully it's just something, cramp maybe.
You know, I never did see, did Dejon Mitchell, I think I saw him back out on the field here. Number 60, unless that's him on the ground. Nope, he's in the huddle over there.
So, yeah, next week, Osage, they'll be off. They'll receive a forfeit victory over Olwine. North Fayette Valley will be at home versus Crestwood. And then Waukon at home versus New Hampton. That'll wrap up district play, and then we will find out next Saturday. We'll find out the first round pairings. Now, how that is a district champion will take on an opponent that finished 4th place in their district, and a district runner-up will take on a 3rd place finisher in an opposite district. And then after the first round, they will pod everything up.
Mm-hmm.
So we will find out pairings next Saturday.
Let's see, I'm just checking in. A little bit out of the area, but some top of Iowa conference matchup, so to speak. West Hancock looks like they won 60-6 over Lake Mills. And then St. Ansgar and West Fork were tonight. Can't imagine that was probably a large deficit for
the Warhawks.
The Warhawks that was going to be a tough ask.
And St. Ansgar ranked number 3 in Class A football. Their only loss coming to the hands of West Hancock, ranked number 1.
Looks to me like we were around 53.
1st and 10 here, handoff on the ground. This is Crawford. And Crawford dives up to the 11.
Yep, 3. Ansgar takes care of business. 53-0 down at West Fork.
Good one over in New Hampton. It is 28-27 Crestwood with 2:06 left. 1 point cadet lead.
Who has the ball? Is that from Rude?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Our good buddy Jason Rude, the voice of the New Hampton Chickasaws on 95 won the bowl. Slant in the middle, it's incomplete.
We've got a new quarterback in. I guess I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, they brought in Vaughn Stegan.
Vaughn Stegan. Okay, sophomore. So
I wonder if was the I didn't even notice it. Was that injury? That might have been Brinkman.
Was that Brinkman? Okay. I'm looking at the lineup. But Waukon doesn't really have anybody, at least they've got good height. This is a 6'2" sophomore.
They're a long team. Their JJV team put a whipping on Osage. They have some good pieces down the road. There's a slant in the middle, and it's dropped, though, by Hager. So 4th down and 6 coming up.
28-27. That's a New Hampton and Cresco have been playing football against each other for decades. All right. Big down for the Osage defense here.
4th and 6. Stegan in at quarterback. He'll roll left. Now look back to his right. Osage is there. They're going to throw him down. Not officially. He does throw it. And they're going to give the interception to Osage. I'm trying to see, was that Krebby?
I think it was Tristan Huseman had him kind of in the grass, tried to throw him down, didn't quite finish him off, so
I
he
didn't
just
see
chucked
who.
in the air.
Vance. That is Jacob Vance.
Okay.
All right. I didn't. Trying to see who. So Osage will take over 1st and 10. Clock continuing to run. 90 seconds to go. Osage could just knee it out if they want to. They got Tate Tabbert in there.
Yep.
Sophomore quarterback now coming in.
Looks like we got the second team line in. Will Bielefeld coming in late, getting the play. Little guy lining up at fullback. I love it.
So 1st and 10, Green Devils in the eye. And Tabbert, he's just got to take off and run. I don't know if this is a broken play. He'll slide.
I think he missed the handoff. And not saying him specifically, he might have turned one way in the back, going the other way. So heads up just to get out of there.
A flag, or excuse me, not a flag. A penalty for
well,
an Indian. Slow to get up.
Yeah. At times, it's been a hard-hitting game.
Waukon has suffered some injuries this year. So you hope it's nothing.
That one looks
nothing serious.
Like
they're gonna
cramp.
help him up. That's 50. That is Ethan Baker up on his own and walking. So
okay.
So yeah, no matter what, next week, even if New Hampton, I believe, if New Hampton wins against Crestwood, Waukon.
That's a must-win.
Yeah,
for Waukon
can still get in the playoffs with the win. I mean, both teams, if that happened, both teams would be at 2-3 in the district, and Waukon would have the head-to-head.
Is that how the tiebreaker works out?
Yeah, head-to-head.
Okay.
So
okay.
But I take that back. I mean,
it's hard
because
know.
you could potentially have two teams at 2-3 if Crestwood loses. So then it does come down to points.
Yeah, because then they've all beaten each other.
Yeah, if Crestwood wins against New Hampton, they're locked into the playoffs. As there's a knee by the Green Devils, and Osage, they don't have to snap the ball the rest of the game, and that is going to be it. Clock is winding and will come to an end. Osage gets a big win here on senior night. A 42-6 win over Waukon. And that is, well, that's actually got to wrap up the regular season there for the Green Devils as the final seconds tick off. That is a final.
So Osage will head to the postseason with a record of 5-3 and a weight. Well, I guess, or is it by points? Well, Osage should be locked into the number 2. Correct? Osage is going to
Osage has got to get another 17, so that's going to put you at what?
Puts you at 4-1.
44 points. You divide that by 5. I mean, that's how they do their. Oh, it is a final. Crestwood hangs on and wins by 1. So, so Crestwood gets the win tonight. They go to 3-1 in the district, but they only won by 1, so that puts their.
Yeah. their points break, and they've got to play North Fayette Valley.
Osage is locked into the 2.
Yeah.
Even if Crestwood.
Would
I take
the
that. No, I don't. I take that back, Josh. I'm jumping ahead of myself.
Osage is 4-1 in the district now.
So Osage is now up to
going to be 4-1, I guess.
People are probably wondering what the heck we're doing. So right now, Osage is 20 points better than Crestwood. If Crestwood were to beat North Fayette Valley by 17, Crestwood's still 3 points behind Osage. So Osage has got a home game coming up in 2 weeks. They're going to be off next week, and they have themselves a home game. Or at least, I think.
What's the chances of getting lined up with Roland Story?
Well, depending on what happened, they were playing Des Moines Christian tonight. That was a highly ranked matchup. I believe Radio Iowa had that like a 7-10 matchup. So I believe the way everything sits is the top 2 spots are secure. North Fayette Valley is locked into a district title. Even if they lose to Crestwood next week, even by 17, Osage can't jump them. There's not enough points in the plus-minus tiebreaker. So North Fayette Valley is your Class 2A District 3 champion. Osage is going to finish in second. Crestwood
more than likely ends up as
third. Crestwood's third, and New Hampton Waukon.
So that's an elimination game next week.
New Hampton Waukon will battle it out for the final spot next week. Wow. That game will be in Waukon. A nice Northeast Iowa Conference rivalry showdown for the final playoff spot. So Osage gets a win tonight, 42-6. They improve to 4-3 overall, 3-1 in district play. Counting next week's forfeit victory, you close out the regular season 5-3 overall and 4-1 in district play. So Green Devils will make their 15th state football playoff appearance in school history. They pick up, since 1955, you pick up your 353rd victory. And for the first time in a long time, Osage came into this contest. The record book dates back to 1955. We've said that a lot, but according to that record book, Osage was 1-3 all-time versus Waukon. Now you're 2-3 since 1955. I'm sure you played them a lot between 1920 and 1955 because they were both a part of the Northeast Iowa Conference then. So I'm sure there's been a lot of games on the football field between the two. Just
haven't been a lot in the last half century.
So, but a big win for the Green Devils. That's
that pushes Coach Kyle's record to 8-7. Well, 9-7.
Now 9-7, you get the forfeit.
So
in his second year.
He's gaining steam on his record percentage, win percentage, and I feel like Osage is playing really good ball at the right time of year, and that's kind of what you want as you kind of head into the postseason when you get into that. So right now, Osage can. I'm not going to say relax, but they can get healthy. That's a big one. They can get healthy this next week. And I don't know as we're real down on injuries, but as the season goes, you do get dinged up. As we get the seniors walk end zone to end zone here.
Hey, they got one more game on this field. They probably don't know it. We'll have to let Kyle know. 42-6, a victory for the Green Devils. We'll start the post-game show. We'll take a quick break. We'll have Coach Kyle coming up to join us and recap this football game. And, it's a good one. 42-6, Green Devils with the victory. Back with more here on GSPN.
Accidents happen, but with Farmers Mutual Insurance, we're here to help when you need it most. Whether it's your home or your farm, we provide reliable coverage to keep you covered. Farmers Mutual Insurance, where peace of mind is just a call away. Contact your local Farmers Mutual Insurance agent today.
Unlock your farm's full potential with DeKalb and Asgrow from Jensen Seeds, a proud supporter of Osage High School. Our seed delivers higher yields through innovative crop protection and plant breeding. Choose Jensen Seeds and watch your farm thrive. Call Brad at 641-425-0494.
Looking to tackle your next big project? At Mark's Tractors and Implements, we have the best selection of top quality equipment and expert service to get the job done right. From tractors and implements, we've got you covered. Visit us at 3787 Red Ball Road, Osage, Iowa. Mark's Tractors and Implements. Go Big Green.
At Mitchell County Regional Health Center, your well-being is our top priority. We're here for you and your family. Trust us with your health because you deserve the best. Mitchell County Regional Health Center, your trusted health care partner for life. Learn more at mcrhc.com. We are a proud sponsor of the Green Devil Sports Network.
Osage Co-op Elevator, with local expertise and a community-driven mission. Trust us to help you grow and succeed season after season. Contact us today at 641-732-3768. Osage Co-op Elevator is a proud Emerald sponsor of the Green Devil Sports Network.
When it comes to electricity, tree, and snow removal, trust Scharper Services. Our experts, Terry and Corey, light up your homes and clear your space. They are fast, reliable, and always professional, brightening your day and clearing your way. Call 641-732-3630. We are proud to support the Osage Green Devils. Protect what matters most with State Farm. Our unique plans offer peace of mind and a reliable coverage for you and your loved ones. Stop in and visit Craig Eisenman at 1429 Main Street in Osage to get a quote today and experience the difference of personalized Green Devil service.
Ready to take your career to the next level? Join the team where the action never stops. As a proud sponsor of Osage Athletics, A to Z Drying is currently hiring. Contact HR at 641-732-8505. A to Z Drying is an equal opportunity employer. Go Green Devils.
During difficult times, Champion Funeral Home is here to offer guidance and comfort. Let us help you create a meaningful tribute to celebrate your loved one. Contact us at 641-732-3706 or stop in to sit down with our caring staff.
Farmers Mutual Insurance, your local Osage, Iowa insurance carrier, aims to attract individuals who want reliable and top-notch insurance solutions for them and their families. Our policies help protect what matters most. Contact your local Farmers Mutual Insurance agent today. We are a proud supporter of the Osage Green Devil Sports Network.
Unlock your farm's full potential with DeKalb and Asgrow from Jensen Seeds, a proud supporter of Osage High School. Our seed delivers higher yields through innovative crop protection and plant breeding. Choose Jensen Seeds and watch your farm thrive. Call Brad at 641-425-0494.
Looking to tackle your next big project? At Mark's Tractors and Implements, we have the best selection of top quality equipment and expert service to get the job done right. From tractors and implements, we've got you covered. Visit us at 3787 Red Ball Road, Osage, Iowa. Mark's Tractors and Implements. Go Big Green.
At Mitchell County Regional Health Center, your well-being is our top priority. We're here for you and your family. Trust us with your health because you deserve the best. Mitchell County Regional Health Center, your trusted health care partner for life. Learn more at mcrhc.com. We are a proud sponsor of the Green Devil Sports Network.
Osage Co-op Elevator is more than just grain storage. From agronomy to animal feed, propane to expert grain marketing, we've got your farm covered. Visit online at osagecoop.com for all your agricultural needs. Proud supporter of your Green Devils.
When it comes to electricity, tree, and snow removal, trust Scharper Services. Our experts, Terry and Corey, light up your homes and clear your space. They are fast, reliable, and always professional, brightening your day and clearing your way. Call 641-732-3630. We are proud to support the Osage Green Devils. Protect what matters most with State Farm. Our unique plans offer peace of mind and a reliable coverage for you and your loved ones. Stop in and visit Craig Eisenman at 1429 Main Street in Osage to get a quote today and experience the difference of personalized Green Devil service.
Ready to take your career to the next level? Join the team where the action never stops. As a proud sponsor of Osage Athletics, A to Z Drying is currently hiring. Contact HR at 641-732-8505. A to Z Drying is an equal opportunity employer. Go Green Devils.
Nolan Peters and Josh Olson back with you inside the broadcast booth. We'll try something here. Hey, look at that. Look at those mugs.
Oh, boy. We're probably better off on radio.
So we got Coach Kyle wrapping up an interview with the media, and then we'll get him up here. But 42, as you see, a 42-6 victory for the Green Devils. Just recapping this thing. Osage just got off to a perfect start. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better start. They kicked off, and Waukon muffed the ball. Green Devils recovered it at the around the 23-yard line. A few plays later, get into the end zone on a 8-yard Quinn Street quarterback keeper. Hodek made the PAT and put Osage up 7-0 with 9:58 to go in the first quarter. And then on the next possession, the Green Devils get the ball back. They throw a 53-yard touchdown pass street to Madden Eulenhop. Another Hodek PAT puts you up 14-0 with 6:01 to go in the first quarter, and that would be your first quarter score. Green Devils leading there. Oh, got a good football game Josh is tuned into Forest City in a
Yeah,
close,
just
it's an
checking
overtime.
Yeah, checking out area scores, maybe a possible matchup next week.
You
Just
never,
never-
well, a
you
couple
just
weeks,
never
yeah.
know, right? Yeah,
So-
I keep forgetting we're not playing next week.
Yeah.
So
14-0. I'm going through the box score here.
Box
Josh.
score.
We're killing time as Kyle. He is on his way. He'll be here soon. Osage's third possession of the game. They get back in the end zone. This one is a 55-yard touchdown pass street to Severin Dodd. Another PAT by Hodek puts you up 21-0 with 10:46. So 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. As you see, Coach Kyle in the box. Kyle, we'll bring you on here in just a little bit. Waukon got a big touchdown right before halftime. It looked like they were going to maybe steal some momentum into the half. As Owen Grimstad with a 5-yard touchdown run. They went for 2, didn't good it. So that made the score Osage 21-6 with 2:13 to play before half. But then an unofficial, I didn't see where he picked it up, but I'm going unofficial 82-yard kickoff return touchdown for Madden Eulenhoff.
Yeah, we both agreed to that number.
Yeah, he just took the wind out of the sails for Waukon, put the Green Devils up 28-6 at halftime. And then 2 touchdowns in the third quarter. Hodek with a 10-yard touchdown reception from Street. And then Madden Eulenhoff, a 69-yard touchdown reception from Street. And PATs by Hodek made it a 42-6 score. And that would be your final. So the Green Devils, they go to, with this week, they advance to a 3-1 in the district, 4-3 overall. But then already fast-forwarding next week's game, you get the forfeit over Olwine, so the Green Devils will close out district play 4-1, and then 5-3 overall on the season. Coach, we bring you in. Man, you had to feel very good because what better way to start that football game? You get a short field like that, and you never look back.
Yeah, no, I think we talked a lot about that. It was going to be – we thought we had some opportunities to force some turnovers this week, and we just talked about we have to be able to capitalize on that, and, when we got to the 4th down there, and I was like, oh, shoot, we're not going to capitalize here, and that's a huge momentum swing their way. And, Quinn made a really nice pass to Madden, and we got the first down. And then, and then we were able to go back to our ground game, and I thought our line did a phenomenal job all night tonight, and they were blitzing like crazy and bringing all kinds of stunts. And I thought just, I really feel like our group is really gelling. As an offense, just feel like you can feel it in practice. It's coming. And we've been talking about it all year where it's like we're just one play away. And I finally felt like tonight guys weren't missing those and we weren't having the one man make a mistake. And it was finally we were able to get some of those explosives.
Yep.
And, that we talked about all season that we thought we could do.
Coach, on that, you're seeing – it feels like the last 3 or 4 weeks we've seen – that's how defenses are wanting to play.
Yep.
Because they can't – sit back.
Nope.
Otherwise, it's death by 1,000 cuts. So they're going to try to get that one big play, and they got a couple of those tonight. Yep. We seem to get right through it. Like the next play mentality has been prevalent the last couple of weeks. Like it doesn't matter if it's 3rd and 12 or 1st and 10 or 3rd and 1.
Yep.
Like we're going to play, and if we don't get this one, we'll get the next one.
That's really been our focus all offseason is one play doesn't bleed into another. One play can't bleed into the next. One drive can't bleed into the next.
Right.
And that's just been our leadership really talking about, hey, we're going to pick each other up. We're not going to point fingers. We're not going to blame. We're just going to fix our mistakes and move on. And that's been our focus all year, and that's how we've approached everything, even for what we do, on Mondays when we meet with the kids. It's never we try and focus on the positives and just look at it as constructive criticism when we need to fix stuff, and we just really work at trying to make sure we do the little things right.
Awesome.
Yeah, Coach, you get this week off next week, but, you're feeling very good because all 3 phases of the game won tonight. You've had kickoff return for a touchdown. You recover a fumble on a kickoff. Offense dominating. Defense gets you 2 takeaways. Yep. I don't know. You guys probably don't want a week off. You guys want to keep going, but man, how good does it feel as the season has gone on? You get better each and every week, and that's all that matters. How good does that feel going into
the legs back under you. Yep. I wouldn't call it terribly injured. No. We've been pretty good this year.
Yep.
But a week off this late in the season can help freshen some legs up a little bit.
And we've just talked about we're going to be really smart with our legs this next week and practice out on the game field as much as we can, and even if that means wearing tennis shoes for a day or two just to help them really get their legs back underneath them.
Sure.
But we talked about there's still a lot of things we want to improve. There's still a lot of things we want to clean up, both offensively, defensively, special teams. And so that this week's about us, just really working to improve some of those things to get this to be the best well-oiled machine we can have it for a week from Friday when we, 2 weeks from tonight when we hopefully are back out here on Sawyer.
Yeah, well,
we think but we're doing the math. Yep. Now this is
Nolan math.
This is broadcaster math.
Coach, I got you guys in.
I think we're locked into the second place spot.
Yeah, so. I think the way it was, the game over at New Hampton was a 28-27 Cresco win.
Oh.
So the way that the points are set up on my count, North Fayette Valley is locked as 1, you guys are locked as 2, Crestwood's locked at 3, and Waukon and New Hampton will play for
Friday.
Waukon and New Hampton will play for 4th. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
gotcha.
But Coach, I just want to know. I mean, you got so many good individuals. Guys are having great seasons. O-line, D-line dominating. How much fun are you having in year number 2 as head coach?
I think it's just you learn a lot year 1. And we've learned a lot about – I learned a lot about myself. I've just really – we as a staff just worked really hard this offseason about we got to get better. And we've studied – we went and studied 2 offenses that I have – I won't say the programs because it's not fair to them. But we went and studied 2 other offenses that have won a lot of state championships here, both in Iowa and in Minnesota here in the last couple of years. And so we – just really tried to make connections that we felt were really valuable, and we completely overhauled our strength and conditioning as far as how we handle that and as far as our speed work, and we're really starting to see that come. I just really felt like we felt and played really fast tonight, and I felt it last week where you're just finally starting to see our speed that we've worked on all off season come around. I think it's just this group's super fun to coach. They're super easy to coach. And really just, when your leaders are some of your best football players, it makes it really easy as a coach because the players take care of most of what we need to. Most of the time, what we're trying to tell them as coaches, they're telling each other in the huddle. And just the composure we've played with the last couple weeks in 2 very, very physical football games that I felt like in the past, we've had issues with personal fouls and unsportsmanlike conducts and some of that kind of stuff. And just our penalties as a whole as the season's gone along has really dropped.
Big time.
But that's been a huge focus for us. And,
that's winning football.
Right.
That stuff is you can clean up.
Yep.
The other team doesn't affect that, right? That part. If you can keep that away, your chances go up. And we're seeing that. Like, you guys are playing great football at the right time of year.
Yep.
Like, the team is coming together. We were talking about it. We get up 21-0, and Waukon wasn't going to go away, right? And they go down and they score, and we're kind of talking like you get up 21-0, that energy might drop down just a little bit, like we're on cruise control, and you pop a kickoff return, and that energy is right back up, and it didn't let up. Like coming out of half, go down and you take care of business, and like. These guys are locked in. Yeah, there's no coasting right now.
We talked on the sideline, too. I honestly felt like all 3 phases we played better in the second half than we did in the first.
Yeah.
I really felt like we imposed our will running the football, and we literally lined up and said, all right, let's go.
You went back to that bully ball like we saw against New Hampton.
As a former layman, I love watching bully ball.
And then, we popped the big one to Madden, and, and just some of that's just for just making plays.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that 4-2 connection is
pretty deadly for us right
now. 4 + 2 is 6.
Well, what happens is all the eyeballs start watching 4, and then they lose track of 1. They lose track of 5. Oh, by the way, 2's got 3 guys on him. Well, that means somebody's open. So it may not happen first play of the game, but that pressure just keeps mounting because we watched that a couple years ago when the young DeJean kid came to town. Corral him, and then they pop a 75-yarder. And as a defense, you're just like, we've done everything we can except that one little one. So I feel like we've got our own back there at number 4, and right or wrong, he's just getting going too.
Yeah, it's only his second game, and he's made so much progress from Cresco to Waukon in 1 week, so I'm excited to see.
It looked like the game slowed down tonight for him. Even if, like you said, Waukon was blitzing you, and he took care of the things he needed to. Yeah, there's times they're going to win some of them. but he didn't make the mistake where you go, oh, you can't do that.
Yep.
Like, that's what Quinn Street brings. He's bringing that captain mentality.
Yep.
So,
man,
it's gonna be fun. I don't know who we're gonna match up against with here in a few weeks, but Sawyer's gonna be rocking.
Yeah, we're ready to go to war, Coach. What are your plans next Friday? We're trying to figure out what we're gonna do next Friday.
We're actually gonna bring the team together here, and in somewhere here in the school, we're gonna watch the North Fayette Cresco game, and just keep everybody together here, and just really stay in our routine.
Yep.
And we'll do a workout before, and then we'll maybe get a third lift in this next week, and really just try and get some of that maintenance stuff worked out, and then we'll have some food for them, and we're just leaving our routine the exact same. You know, our JV's going over to Waukon Monday. We're gonna play. Varsity has normal practice. Everything next week's just gonna be normal. We're just gonna probably shorten up our segments, maybe not go as super physical, but
stuff them in the bus, run around Sawyer Drive with a Subway sandwich.
For sure. Yeah. No, we but yeah, that's really our plan. It's just to keep things the same and just really trust our process. And we really feel like that, the kids have really we've finally gotten that process down, and the kids have really bought into that. And, I think we're finally starting to see the results we want. And so we're just going to keep staying to our workman-like mentality, try and keep everybody focused, keep everything moving the right direction, and keep improving every play, every game, every day. So that's really just our goal, is get one step better every day.
Yep.
So.
Coach, I know you and your staff are having fun. Your kids are having fun, and it's a lot of fun to cover it here on GSPN. Sure. You got some kids down there playing down on the field, so we better let you go and spend time with your family.
Thanks,
but
congrats, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Great win there for the Osage Green Devils. As we say bye to Coach Kyle, Green Devils get the win, and they go to they'll close out the season 5-3 as they get the win by forfeit next week over Olwine. So yeah, we'll have I'm 99.9% sure Osage will have a home playoff game 2 weeks from tonight. Who it is, we don't know.
Yeah, we're not the IHSAA. But
I'm not going to be able to figure that out. But
we're going to put the lead pipe cinch on it. I think we'll be here in a few weeks hosting somebody.
Confident that, we'll be here, and we'll have it for you right here on GSPN. But we'll go ahead and wrap this thing up. Josh, I appreciate all your help as, you're just a man of knowledge.
Oh, so, that's a very political way to put that.
Spelling knowledge with an N, just like those Cornhuskers.
Oh, don't get me started.
Big thank you to Madden Jacobs, our camera operator. He's always done an awesome job for us, helping out. Big thank you to the Osage Emerald sponsors. You've been seeing their logos rotating on the top left of that screen there. Big thank you to all the Osage Booster Club sponsors. All this isn't possible without them. The production here from GSPN, getting the students involved and everything. Yes, and then the QR code. You see that QR code.
Any little bit you can donate.
With the playoff game coming up, we will have to pay for those video rights. And, if you want to contribute, we're not asking for $20, $50, $100. If you want to chip in $5 or whatever it is, if you enjoy watching these broadcasts from afar, we're glad that you're able to. And just feel free to send a few dollars that way, and we're going to cover the game regardless. But if you want to help out however you want to, we would appreciate your contributions, and we're glad that you're able to watch these games from wherever you're at.
Yep, for sure.
Well, for Madden Jacobs and Josh Olson, I'm Nolan Peters. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Final score one final time, Osage 42, Waukon 6. We'll talk to you in a couple of weeks here on GSPN. Until then, go green.